What's up, everybody? Well, they're gone. What is up, Jay? How you doing? Let me just go ahead and pin this message here so I don't lose it. There we go. Get rid of that so we don't have an echo. Figured we'd do a little bit of a community stream. Wasn't sure what else to do. I know people said they wanted to do like the Wheel of Torture, but honestly, I don't know what to put on it. So let me go ahead and get this shared out. I've just dropped a review video for Tactical Tacos. So there might be some people over there put out a challenge to where if they can sell 30 bottles of hot sauce by the end of the week, so December 11th, that I would have Miss Hatter shave my head bald on stream. And then I would use my bald head as a billboard for Tactical Tacos. My hair started growing back. Wheel of Positivity. What would you put on the Wheel of Positivity, Jay? People don't want to do, happy things. What are you thinking? Okay, let me see here. What other Discords can I... Let me see. So what would you like to see on the Wheel of Positivity? One space sticker giveaway? Yeah, we could do that. I got some stickers that I could give away. Oh, if I don't drop stuff all over the place. Oh, there we go. Okay, let me see here. Where else can I can do it in Loopies. Mariam's. There we go. All right, so let me see here. I'm not prepared for this. I'll be right back. If anybody wants to hop up in here, click that link. You can hop up in. There's 12 spaces on the wheel, Jay. Who else is here besides Jay? Don't be afraid to say hi. The only one I'm seeing comment is Jay. Okay, so you want a free sticker, free request. So sticker, priority, request. I done messed that spelling all the way up. Give ideas, lurkers. I know we got 4 people. Well, we did have 5, but we had 4 people in here and no one's dropping any comments. Okay, so we'll do priority, request, and then special guest on a live. Special guest on live. Comes and throws my shoes at Hatter. Hey, what is up, Luna? How you doing? I'd ask you for ideas, but you like causing havoc. You don't like positivity. Jay's trying to get us to do a positivity wheel. But Luna, how you been? Come on. There you go. Hey, I can be nice. I know you can be. Could have on the wheel an artist takes over one of your lives. True. Wondering how we would do that though, because if someone that pays for a spin that's not an artist, I mean, I guess they could still take over what's played for like 30 minutes or so. Space Hatter, fam, rate a reactor of choice winner. See, that one's hard, Jay, because it all depends if they're live at the time that the stream ends. Hey, it's hard to be positive. Sometimes it is hard to be positive, Luna. I will give you that. How about Luna gets to roast Hatter live for 30 minutes? I mean, you could. You do that anyways, though. I mean, you've never been afraid to come in the stream and give me a hard time. But I do have a challenge out there. A video I just dropped, Tactical Tacos hot sauce review. They are struggling a little bit, worried that they're not going to be able to stay in business. So put a challenge out there that if the people that see the video from now until the end of December 11th, if they can sell 30 bottles of hot sauce, I will have Miss Hatter shave my head completely bald on stream. And then I will use my bald head as a billboard for Tactical Tacos. You can shout out the reactor and ask everyone to go to their channel. If live, join. If a reaction, watching, comment. Hatter sent me. Okay, Jay, I like that one. We can throw that on the wheel. We'll do Hatter Raid there in that spot. The new track by K. Trying to think of who you're talking about, Luna. Oh, KT. Oh yeah, that's definitely a really deep, and I was kind of surprised with that one. He did a really good job on that one. That is a good track for sure. I got my nails done, so getting used to them. Oh, that's all right. What is up, Purple? How you doing? So, Purple, Jay had the idea that we should do a positivity wheel tonight. So that's what we're doing. We're trying to come up with ideas. If you have anything idea-wise to add, make sure you put it in the comments. If anybody wants to hop up in here on stream, just click the pinned comment up top. All you need is a device. You don't have to be on camera if you don't want to. All right, Luna. Well, you worked quickly. I already got the notification. All right, so let's see here. Bam. No, I don't want that. Yeah, I will definitely have to check that one out, Luna. Psych sent it to me. Dude is amazing. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check him out. Perfect way to enjoy my Subway. Hey, at least we can help you enjoy your Subway, Purple. What is up, Odd Tom? How you doing? So, Jay wants to try a positivity wheel. So, we need some ideas for the wheel. We still have 8 vacant spots to put on there. Right now, it's Hatter Raid. Basically, if you get that spot, you get to choose who we raid after a live stream. If no one's live, you get to pick a content creator and a video, and then we will all go and check out that video and leave a comment on it. Priority request, sticker giveaway, and to be a special guest on a live stream. What up, Menace? Even though you can't hear me because I'm muted. There we go. My headphones kicked off. Trying to save battery power, I guess. Okay, let me see here. What is that? Oh, gotcha. Hey. All right, let me see here. Space pick next wheel theme. Interesting. That could go one of two ways. That could go either really interesting or really, really scary, all at the same time. Okay, so pick next wheel theme. That one could get scary. All right, got a fucking tickle in my throat that won't go away. Had to kill Tubi. Was watching Jim Barney. Ernest. Hey, nothing, no problem. Odd Tom. What's up, Andrea? Oh. Will you stop blowing up the private chat? I didn't even see your picture down there. I just looked over to the private chat. It's like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like, what the hell's going on?
Hey, it worked.
Oh man, how you been? You don't have much to shave off as it is. Yeah, but what I do have, listen, like this is all going to be like razor to skin, like bald. And then I get to use my big ass head as a billboard for Tactical Tacos.
Do you have hair left?
A little bit. Listen, I got a good solid half inch here. Most guys usually aren't proud of a half inch, but listen, there ain't no shame in my game.
Wow, I have not used StreamYards on my phone in a long time. This was my Halloween picture. But
right?
Hey, I'm flipping the finger. That's usually what I do.
Wheel space. After every video, shout out to the wheel spinner.
Oh, great. You're welcome with kid.
Okay, so you're talking in reaction video shout out. Jay's the only one that's coming up with any ideas. Once you shave it,
I did. You didn't like my ideas, and I told you it's not easy being nice. I'm not that's out of my repertoire usually.
I know that's why I was surprised. You're like, I can give ideas, and it's like, oh, I don't know if I trust your ideas. Once you shave it the first time, use an electric shaver to get that shiny look every 2 to 3 days. Now I'm gonna let it. I'm eventually gonna let it grow back, but what does grow back? I will have to go in a few. Have a big meeting. Things could get ugly. Well, I hope things do not get ugly for you, Boston. I'm thinking, give me time. Purple's like, I'm eating my Subway. Leave me alone. Stop giving me challenges.
Well, I have one less reason now to hate the Steelers because Roethlisberger is retiring after this year. So now I have one less reason to hate them, but I still hate them.
Oh yeah? What do you have against Roethlisberger?
I'm a New England Patriots fan. Need I say more?
Fuck the Patriots.
Fuck the Raiders.
Listen.
Listen,
Linda. At least my quarterback can take a hit without crying.
Hey,
okay?
He ain't my quarterback anymore. He's Tampa Bay's problem. The new guy we got is pretty damn good, actually. Once we got rid of Cam Newton, who forgot that he was even a quarterback.
Right? Hey, Sped, what's good? Long time no see. How you been? So what are we filling up the wheel with tonight?
My hopes and dreams, so they're empty.
Jay wants to try to do a positivity wheel. I told him I don't know how well this is going to work out, but we'll try it. Fuck that sports ball.
I thought you were going to bed, Sped. I didn't realize you have to get up at like 3 a.m.
Forget football. I'll stick with my wrestling. Wrestling is just a soap opera designed for guys.
At least football's real.
That's even questionable nowadays. What is up,
Oh,
Wolverine?
oh! You get the party started, Luna.
I ain't talking to you
Why not?
because you got an early link to my cipher and you have yet to react to it.
Yeah, I didn't react to that or anything for a minute, for about a month almost.
The cipher's been out almost 2 months now.
Or I almost didn't react to stuff for almost 2 months.
Okay.
I was gonna say Wolverine's been in hiatus for quite a while.
I pretty much stay in my little. Whoops! I hit a button.
Congratulations, you got what? Almost 170 subs, right?
No, I'm back down to 162.
Aw, did people finally take your advice and leave? Damn it, bastards! I thought the reverse psychology was gonna keep working for you, Luna.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Hey, at least the people that stick around, are going to be the true
Well,
ones.
it's funny on Twitter today. I had this dude message, follow me. It was a social media advertisement, blah, blah, blah. So I knew what was coming. So he messages me and I look at his account after he sent me a follow. He's only had his account since December of 2001. So it's anywhere from 1 to 7 days old, his account. And it's a number 2. So what happened to the first one? And he's like, oh, can I add the link to your YouTube? I send him the link. Within like less than 5 minutes, he's like, your videos are beautiful, blah, 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 blah. You should have more subs. I'm like, bro, I have over 100 and I think 20 videos on my channel. My lives are at least 2 hours long minimum every time. So how in less than 5 minutes did you go through 100 and some odd videos? And then he's like, well, I can get you up to 4,000. I can show you how to make money and blah, 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 blah. He didn't like the novel I wrote him because it started with first point, second point, third point.
Yeah, people usually don't like that too much because they just want your money. Just a giant money grab. Didi, what is good? What's up, 15th? I see you here. We have an idea. Why you got to do that, Purple? Purple says I have to give myself a compliment. Nobody's going to like this idea. They like the torture better. I'm telling you.
Can we put on the list Hatter has to give himself a wedgie?
No, that is not positive.
Yes, it is.
I will drive there and give you a wedgie. Atomic wedgie.
How about
by the time you get here, it'll be like 2 days from now.
How about Mrs. Hatter has to write something positive on your forehead instead of always it being torture?
Okay. So, Miss...
Or you have to make a positive, uplifting TikTok.
Miss Hatter writes...
Bro, if you would do TikTok, you would probably take off, bro. I see some crazy, I'm just going to say idiots on there, all right? And their freaking channels are freaking,
Apparently he hasn't found mine yet.
I haven't found yours yet. I didn't even know you had a TikTok.
Of course. It's 2021. Who doesn't have a TikTok at this point?
I don't do TikTok, but I have a TikTok.
I just started doing actual videos. Like I did a duet with Blaze and Slim Bugs to one of Slim's songs, and I just use it for TTO stuff to push them.
Yeah, I need to figure out how to utilize TikTok because obviously TikTok is a very useful platform, especially for promotion and shit. It's just I'm not good at
I'm trying to figure out because I see a lot of people and TikTok has a creator spawn and this and that, but it seems like there isn't a whole lot of it doesn't what's on TikTok, because some of my TikToks on there will get 600-700 views, but none of that carries outside of TikTok.
Yeah, no.
It seems like, and they're their guidelines. I see a lot of people are going to Twitch they're at Twitch to do their live streams because TikTok bans people real quick for anything. All
Oh,
it
yeah.
takes on TikTok when you're live is somebody to put in one complaint, and TikTok shuts you down.
Yeah, it's crazy. And of course, it's going to be the same as any other platform. You're going to have your haters. You're going to have the people that just want to cause bullshit and drama. So,
but I will say what I found that I absolutely love, and I don't know how I got onto this side of TikTok, but I absolutely have seemed to have gone down to the lesbian side of TikTok. But not just that, and that with liking those videos, because that's how it all goes with the algorithm. If you like a video, then more of them show up, and
right.
a lot of how positive for like transgender people, like there's this one guy on there who says free dad hugs, and he's taken in people that have been kicked out of their families for being transgender. It's just really cool to see the communities develop on TikTok.
Right.
And it transfers to so much more than just an app.
Right. Yeah, I definitely like I enjoyed some of the communities and shit that I was following on TikTok before everything got hacked, and now it's like I got to start all over again. And it's just like, not that I had a lot of content on there, anyways. That's one of the things that I'm working on doing is becoming more social media aware. And
Dee Dee said she made a killing on there. She had 36,000 followers.
I got 36,000 cult members. Making killing and willing and killing.
I mean, what kind of content were you doing, Dee Dee? That's a big thing too, because
that's none of your business. You don't ask a woman about her content.
Well, you can't. Listen, if the video stayed up on there, it didn't violate any community guideline standards, so it's safe for me to ask what kind of content.
She did a lot of smiling with no teeth missing. Okay. Oh.
Listen, dickhead, I still got the band hammer.
I still got that nutcracker. Oh wait, never mind. You can't. You got the.
Purple says a wheel idea is Hatter has to dance.
No,
she said in one live she made 1,200. Yeah, I've seen the lives that people do, but it's all there was an app years ago that kind of had the same concept where you send people gifts and shit like that, and they make money. And it's kind of the same thing with TikTok lives is, you gift whoever's live, and that translates to money somehow.
It was mostly my music and dance. Yeah, I can't dance for shit. So, like, if people followed me, it would just be to make fun of me.
Hey,
like, Luna would be the number one person to make fun of me. Are you done yet, Wolverine?
I make fun of Blaze. It's so funny because he posted something on Twitter the other day. He's like, "You don't like me? That's okay. I don't like myself." And people were like writing these, if you need anything, reach out. And I'm like, #fuck Blaze. People are gonna think I'm a cold-hearted bitch, but I became friends with Blaze's mom.
Oh God.
Yeah. So what's up with that? I don't know, because I haven't been around too much. What's up with the competition thing that you had, the Hatter Challenge? What's going on with that?
No one's gotten back a hold of me. Like, people were supposed to send me the stems, and no one sent me the stems. I've still got Cam basically on standby waiting for people's stems so we can put together the full song. But
okay, do you need Blaze and Smoke stems?
I need everybody's. I don't have any stems.
I will. They said it's 6:15 is their appointment, so I don't know how long the appointment lasts. I will talk to them or bring it up to them.
Okay, I appreciate it because, like, yeah, it's.
I want to smoke a cigarette, but I don't dare get out of the car. Yeah, there is weirdos everywhere. We're in the city right now, and my cousin had to go in for an appointment, so me and the teenager are sitting in the car and I want a cigarette, but I'm afraid to get out of the car and smoke one. Plus, oh wait, I can't anyways. They have signs up it's illegal to smoke on the sidewalk.
Well, that's when you stand on the grass. You're not on the sidewalk.
There is no grass. It's concrete from the curb to the. I don't know. But
They're standing on the blacktop. That's not concrete.
Right? There's always ways around it.
I know, but it's more. Wait, I do have my pepper spray in my purse, but I don't feel like it's not worth smoking a cigarette. We're people watching.
Dee Dee said I had my own dance studio back then. You're people watching? That's one of Miss Hatter's favorite pastimes.
There's some weird ass people here, and where we are, like we're right across the street from the courthouse. So, and the courthouse is now closed down, so there's all kinds of weirdos. Like,
we can't get in trouble now. The weirdos come out. Well, damn, Wolverine just bounced. He didn't even say anything.
He never says bye.
What's good, Menace? We still got 3 spots on the wheel.
He's on a bike.
Jay's trying to do a positivity wheel today. Miss Hatter says forehead. Don't feel bad. I have a challenge out right now in one of my videos that I might have to get my head shaped completely bald and use my head as a billboard.
Sounds good. Okay, it's getting cold in here, and I just stepped on my purse. I'm gonna go up to the front seat for a minute. Let's see if I can. I like being short pays off.
I can still do it. Oh, that's a ooh. We got that long tongue. Scarf has a eye.
That's fucked up, Miss Hatter. Menace just said hi to you and Dee Dee and Purple, but completely ignored me.
He didn't say hi to me either.
He said hi to you when you called him forehead. Fuck you, Menace. Distract on its way.
He didn't say hi to me either, so it's
right.
like I've been searching for 2 years for the perfect beanie. I finally found it. So I sent my friend a picture and he's like, send it to me. He's like, I'm like, do you want me or the beanie? He goes, well, the beanie can fit in the mailbox. He goes, wait, you're small enough. You can probably fit in the mailbox too. Like,
nice.
Fuck you.
You didn't say hi, Menace. You said what's happening. There's a completely different concept. Where the hell is Double S? Like, I seen that he was on stream with you the other night. I hopped on real quick last night, and it was just you. I was hoping to see both of you together, but you were just gone. Or he was
I hid
gone.
Double S. Double S is hidden in a closet somewhere or in a basement. Maybe that's what the smell is from my basement. Maybe I should go check on my captors more often. Why is this dude wearing shorts?
Why is he carrying a jar full of
He is. He's like carrying. This dude is like wearing shorts, like walking down the road with an urn.
Okay. Oh, he's working on his pickup truck? Are you out there calling him a whippersnapper as he's doing it?
Wait, is Double S and Menace the ones that did the pickup truck song?
Yes. What up, Erland? Yeah, they're the ones that did the pickup song. Okay.
t-shirt?
Okay. Don't have any notifications. Hell no, I just got home from work on call tonight. What have I ever done to you?
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't know. I'll think of a reason later.
Mother of India.
You never come by and say hi in my lives?
I don't get notifications no more.
Because you're probably not sub to me anymore. You're probably one of those 10 subs I lost.
That's a possibility. Let me see. What up, Dee Dee?
Hey,
Menace,
hey.
Menace stops by and says hi.
Fuck, it's cold. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I've never done this before, so I thought, hey, why not give it a try?
Well, we appreciate you stopping in. How you doing today?
I can't see chat though. How come? I've never done this before, so
There should be a little on the phones. It's kind of a little difficult, but there should be a little spot in the bottom to where it says like it either has 3 dots or see more, and then it'll have a spot to where you can see the chat.
okay. I'm gonna go somewhere quiet too.
I can't find your channel, Jess.
I found talking.
Your people watching with us.
Nice.
Okay, I can see chat, but now I can't see you guys, but that's okay.
I will have to send you when I get out of here. I will send you a link to my channel on IG.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
it's hard to find.
I can't find it. Who's that girl in the picture? Lovely picture. That's Dee Dee. She
Yo,
hopped
what's
in
up?
from chat.
Yo, Menace, you're on call tonight. That sucks.
Yeah, serves Menace right. He's being a real McAsshole with his whole forehead and all.
Oh my god. That's so mean.
You want to talk about foreheads.
Listen,
You got a 6 head.
why the fuck do you think I always wear a hat? To hide
Yes,
my shit.
Spassinakis. You got it, Wonderland. You got it. It's my specialty.
You got that big ass billboard. Oh, okay. So hang on.
What?
Odd Tom posted Luna's link to her channel in the chat, so I got to go over here and subscribe real quick.
Thank you, Tom. I can't. I'm on StreamYards on my phone. Normally I could do it. Normally I'm on my computer, but I'm not home.
Right, you're fine. Now I'm subscribed now.
I should probably subscribe too.
I like literally lost everything. I had over 400 channels that I was subscribed to, and trying to remember all of them off the top of your head, it's just like, duh.
But
I mean, I know that's how I usually look on a daily basis, anyways. But it's extra. Duh.
But the link I sent you, his name is Jesse Fishman. Sick. I don't know if you know who Sick is, right?
Mm-hmm.
He had tagged me. He's like, you got to hop on this guy. That didn't come out right, but you know what I mean. You got to hop on this track and check it out. And I really haven't been doing reactions because it's not really what I like. And I feel people get more views with me showing it on a live than on a reaction. So I told him, I'm like, I'll play it. And we ended up playing it like twice in a row. And his girl showed up to listen. And the dude's just starting out. Like, he's not even on YouTube yet. Like, the link I sent you is on SoundCloud.
Right. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check him out. Dee Dee Erlin says, thanks for using my artwork.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, thank you for doing that. Much appreciated.
Yeah,
I love it.
Erlin's usually on top of it. Like, and anybody that used to come to the old channel, he would sit there and usually they would have some kind of artwork within like 4 hours of being on the stream if he got along with him.
Yeah, he made me look good.
Yeah, he's done a couple for me. He found a picture I had posted of me and my grandpa when I was a baby. He redid that one, which I repost all the time. And he's done a couple of me, but my latest one, Smoke did that. And I got the middle finger and the tongue out. So kind of go, that's
Right.
I like that picture. I really like that picture though. A lot.
yeah, Erlin does good.
Yeah, he did a few
He can
for
only-
me.
He can only do so much for Hatter.
Hey, listen, I know I'm ugly. You ain't got to say it. Like, I've started to embrace it. If I embrace it, then, you know, the evil words don't hurt. And I can always dodge your shoes because you usually throw low anyways because, you know, short people problems.
Excuse me. There's
Yeah,
nothing wrong. Nothing
Hey,
wrong. With being
listen,
vertically
Dee Dee.
challenged, being at 5 feet tall.
Listen, Dee Dee, go back to eyeballing your bushes. Just
You know what Sped said to me the other day? Because he growled at me, goofing around. So I'm like, rah. He goes, yeah, do it again. That's so adorable. You're like a kitten. I'm like, fuck you. TikTok's been doing that too. It's like, I feel they're like, if you're under 5'5" and you growl, this is what we look like. And it's like a kitten with somebody trying to steal some meat. Have you ever tried to steal food from a kitten? Those things are vicious,
right.
just like me.
Yeah, but the bad thing about kittens, you just grab them by the nape of the neck and hold them out, and it's just like, yep, nope, you ain't getting.
You done. You done. But
Hey,
well,
listen, Odd Tom, I'm allowed to knock myself down. I didn't have to give myself a genuine compliment. We still got
And
like 3 or 4 spots left on the wheel, I think.
And well, you know, like Sped, I think is 6 foot. He's either 6'2" or 6'3". The army took an inch from him. Like, no joke.
You know what's
He was-
sad? What's sad is that I have an 11-year-old who towers over me. That's sad.
Yeah. Pretty much
Yeah.
everybody's been taller than me. The teenager in the back seat's been taller than me since she was like 10.
I was going to say, Miss Hatter is vertically challenged, and just about all of her kids, the 11-year-old is the only one that's not taller than her, but he's pretty close.
Where is my purple-headed child or my blue-headed child? I haven't seen her in forever.
She's not here. She's at her mom's house.
She is my partner in crime when it comes to picking on Hatter.
Maddie,
He doesn't let us talk.
He's ugly. He doesn't know he is beautiful inside and out.
Aww.
Just because I have a decent heart doesn't mean that I'm a beautiful person. I have my flaws. I've got
Everybody does.
a lot of shit wrong with me that I'm trying to get worked on and get figured out. Hopefully,
We
I
all
can get to a
do.
counselor here soon.
We all have problems. None of us are
Absolutely.
perfect.
I just want to be able to help people and, you know, spread a little bit of positivity and make people's days better, because I've had those days to where that's like you were searching for it. You were looking for a reason to smile. And I just want to be that one person's reason. If we're doing a dumbass live stream and Jess will go back like 8 months ago, Jess donates $10 to dare me to shave off a fucking eyebrow. Like,
But like that's
valuable lessons were learned that day.
I have taught you very valuable lessons. But
You
like the
did.
thing is like I tell this sometimes with most of my friends that are artists. They're like, well, I don't like this song or whatever. And I'm like, you realize the songs that you hate to write the most or actually do sometimes, like TK has one that's called Darker Side of Me. I think I've requested it on here. And it's like the first time I heard it, it's like, bro, like you could have taken that from my head. I've had those same things. And even though it sounds like a dark song, it has the message of like, we still have value. You know, we want to be saved. Somebody help us before it's too late kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It's
I'm like,
relatable.
if your song touches one person, that's all that matters. And I've talked about it with suicide prevention and stuff. And when I play like the song Jekyll wrote for his late wife, and it's like, if one of these can save just one person, then it's not garbage.
Exactly. And it's just like, it's just like KT's song. Yeah. If you just listen to it at face value, it's a darker song. It's one of those almost like taboo style songs. But if you actually listen to the lyrics and listen to the story that he's telling, it's like, listen, we've been
Yeah.
here. I personally have been here. You can pull yourself out. It had that light at the end of the tunnel.
There's one song, I think the artist's name is Chase, I think, and he battles in the video, he battles with drug abuse and pills and stuff, and he ends up shooting himself. And the first time like Blaze had recommended it, it completely legit like triggered me. I had to shut down my live, but I still will play that song and I try not to listen or watch the video because it may trigger me, but it might save somebody else. And that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Oh, definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's Blackout by Chase. And then like that was one of the first songs I ever heard by Chase. And like it literally my jaw dropped. I was just like, holy because you could hear just how much emotion and everything he was portraying in it, the actors that they had playing the
And
parts
then
in it.
when the gun goes off, we weren't expecting that. So for
No.
that to go off like that way it did, it was like it throws you for a punch in the gut.
Yeah, it definitely punches you in the gut, and then it's just like, holy shit.
That's like Blaze's song. You listened the one he wrote for his brother, Dearly Departed.
That was rough.
My reaction to that is completely organic, and it mostly I cried, and that was my reaction to it. And it's become one of my favorite songs. But I wish he never had to write that song because it's for his brother who died of COVID. So I
Right.
wish he never had to write that song, but it's one of my favorites by him because if anybody that knows Blaze, you can hear his emotions in it. And that's what makes an awesome track, in my opinion.
Yeah,
All right,
it's always cool when you find something that's relatable.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Can help you through some really rough times, and some of them put you in better moods when you're going through shit. So
Music saves my life.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Jay, I got free spin down. There's still 2 more spots. And then we'll see if
I'll
anybody
help
wants to
down.
spin the wheel of positivity.
How about, I don't know what it would cost you. That's the one thing about that is like, because I saw you said free sticker, but I don't know what else you have that would be somewhat cheap.
Right now, all I have is the stickers. I mean,
Okay.
if someone is like the top donator or they can fit like a large or an extra large shirt, I have 2 extra that I could give to the top donator of tonight's stream that are just kind of sitting here. I have a large.
I got
and an extra
mine.
large.
The only problem with mine is the first time I washed it, your autograph came off.
Yeah.
And I love this shirt, but I wear it all the time. I wanted it big anyways. You knew that for a sleeve shirt. So I wash it quite regularly. The only thing is, which sucks, is whatever they use to put your logo on, it wears off with washes. It starts to come like peeled and stuff. So I'm hoping maybe I just got a bad t-shirt.
I think the one you got was through Teespring, and their quality's hit or miss, honestly.
It really is, because I have a hoodie that because I live in my hoodies. I have a hoodie I ordered back when I was rocking with XMC, so well over a good year and a half ago. And I've washed it a million times, and it's still, besides the pocket being ripped, but that's because my short ass likes to pull my hoodies down over my knees. And then I have other shirts that quality is great. So with Teesprings, it is all hit or miss.
Yeah, it definitely is. Erland, you ain't got to worry about that. I already gave up drinking. I haven't drank since November 3rd. So I have
if he drinks, if he drinks, me and my ladder are taking my short ass down to New York, and I'm bugging hit. Actually, I'll just talk to Miss Hatter, make sure she has a ladder available for me, or maybe I'll pick up Sped along the way.
No, I'm done drinking. Like I gave that up. I've got over a month of sobriety under my belt, and it feels good.
When your man is like 18 inches taller than you, that 1.5 foot really comes in handy.
You quit drinking too? I'm proud of you, bro.
Till tomorrow.
Oh, fuck you, asshole.
I quit smoking in between every cigarette.
Well, I do too, but I'm legit trying to quit smoking. It's just gotten to the point to where it's like I need to do it. I don't want to do it anymore. It's not healthy. I definitely want to get healthier and, be able to support my family. Plus, it'll save money every week. Why, thank you, Miss Hatter. They kind of threw you under the bus.
Nope.
For the positivity wheel. They said you had to draw or write something positive on me.
I was looking to see if there's any spots closer up. Who is she on the phone with for 20 minutes? Sorry.
That's what I
Obviously,
really
we're
need.
not that far from the place because your mom's phone is connected.
Can auction my painting.
No, not auctioning your painting. I like that painting.
Well, it's just sitting over there.
Yeah, until I get it hang up.
She get a hang up.
Yes. Shut up.
You know how to hang up stuff?
Mm-hmm.
I found it in her phone.
Does Mrs. Hatter know how to paint moons?
Yes. They come.
Jess wants to know if you know how to paint moons. I've got a really nice, like a nighttime painting upstairs. Nah, Erland, I ain't doing it. That's New York City. I'm on the other side of the state. They can kiss my
Why?
ass.
I did end up because it was better for my uncle needed pretty much it made it easier for everybody here. So I did get both vaccines. I got both shots. I got the Moderna, so it was a two shot series. But they're already telling me I need a booster, but I'm not doing the booster. I'm sorry. Like I just got 2 shots within 6 weeks of each other. I don't feel I should need a booster under a year of getting a shot. But
Dee Dee says you only get half the dose of Moderna if you're under 70.
if you're under 70,
That would make sense why you need a booster. But
I still
nah, I'm still a free citizen of the United States. I still get the choice of what I do to my body. And that is one thing I am not doing to my body.
But that's the Manis is right. The federal court in North Carolina, I believe, has put a hold on Biden's mandate of the vaccine until it can go to trial for federal employees.
Well, that's because it's unconstitutional.
That's what I've always said is how come all these years? Because I remember when I used to go to school, you'd have to get all your vaccines and stuff like that and take your shot records to school. And then as you know, I got older and stuff. It was like everybody I heard, well, my kid's not getting the shot for religious reasons or this reason or that reason. There were so many exemptions. But and then it's all from the Democrats, you know, your body, your choice when it comes to abortion and everything else. But this vaccine, it's you got to do it.
Well, that's the problem. Like, yes, I can understand measles, mumps, rubella, the MMR, other vaccines like chickenpox. They are 99.9% effective. If you get the vaccine, you are not getting that virus. Plain and simple.
We're pretty sure anyways with like that's the thing with COVID. Like I take it seriously, but it's honestly no different than the flu. The common flu kills people every year as well. And the thing is we believe because in the House supposedly it didn't make the United States till what, January of last year. But like in November or December, everybody in our house was sick with the exact symptoms of COVID, no taste. And it went through the house and we all had it and felt like crap for a while. And then we got better. So I think we all probably had it. But the 12-year-old, he had a headache or a stomach ache or something. I think it was a headache. And he had to go get a COVID test before they would let him back in school because a headache is one of the symptoms. Like, are you kidding me?
What am I wrong about, Dee Dee? Oh, shit. Hang on. She's coming up to yell at me in person.
All right. Listen. I work clinics. I'm an RN. That's what I do for a living. I know everything about vaccinations. Here's the deal. This is in Canada. I could be different in the States. I don't know. Moderna. If you're under the age of 70, you're only going to get a 0.25, which is half dose. And if you are under 70, we usually like to give you Pfizer, which is a full dose. I don't recommend Moderna for anyone, just saying. As for third doses for your booster, as of right now, next week, we're starting to do 50 years plus is when you're eligible. And you have to have 168 days from your second dose before your booster, or you have to be immune compromised or indigenous or a healthcare worker. So, Luna, I don't know how they're telling you that you need a booster if you're, I don't know your age, but I don't know your personal life, but if you're not eligible, they should not be telling you to get a booster because they can get in big
I
shit.
think in the United States they've cleared it for everybody over the age of 8. I'm 38, but over the age of 18.
That's crazy. We're only doing it for 50 plus healthcare workers or immune compromised. That
And
is it.
this is one of the biggest problems I have with this whole vaccine push is there's different requirements for different areas. If it's a national or if it's a global wide pandemic and the World Health Organization, not the United States Health Organization, not Canada's Health Organization, the World Health Organization, don't you think they'd have the same, statistics across the board, the same requirements?
Well, look at this new variant, right? In Australia, nobody unvaccinated can come into the country or can leave the country. But yet this new variant that started in Africa has come to Australia too. So it's like, how is this spreading?
Hang on, boys. I'm doing something, kiddos. Are you talking about the Omicron variant?
Yeah.
Whatever the newest one is, I can't keep up with. All I saw somebody said this was moronic backwards.
Yeah, they're saying that it's even worse. They're saying it's even worse than our last variant. We don't have a case where I am right now. Well, actually, no. I think we have a couple of cases here in Ontario, but I haven't really. We're having a meeting about that tomorrow, actually, but more information, so I can always fill you guys in.
I think New York City just had their first case of it.
Yeah, I have no idea how the frig it's spreading, but to be quite honest with you, I think for a little bit there, here in Canada anyways, they're still allowing people to travel with only one vaccination, which is stupid. And then they just had to take a COVID test on their way coming back in, which again is stupid. Like, honestly, I think everyone should have been double vaxxed. I'm not, everyone believes in different things. Everybody has their own beliefs or whatever. So I'm not bashing people who are against vaccinations. Now, when you said, Hatter, that vaccinations keeps you from getting the virus, that is incorrect. You can still be a carrier. You can still spread it. You just don't know you have it. You won't have the symptoms.
Oh, right. But I mean, it's the same thing with COVID.
Herpes?
But, like, really?
So, like,
well, no, I'm being serious. Isn't there herpes where like you won't show symptoms, but you can give herpes to other people?
Yes. Same with
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, yeah, yes. I was being serious for once.
I thought you were just being a smartass. I was like, really, Jess? We're trying to have a serious conversation, and you're coming in with that.
Yeah, but no, for real, I get all this information before it's ever put out in the public, just so you guys know.
I think isn't hepatitis? Is that one too, where you can be a carrier of it and pass it, but not know you have it?
Yes, that's rare, but yes. And same with what's it called? It's a sexual transmitted disease. Mostly women get it. Men are the carriers, but women are the ones.
HPV.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a little bit of a medical background. I was a advanced emergency medical technician here in New York for a while.
Oh, nice. There we go. Got a little something common. No, but for real though, like just keep that in mind. It does not prevent you from getting the virus. That is completely incorrect, and a lot of people are very uneducated on that. A lot of people have the belief, oh yeah, I'm vaccinated, I can't get COVID. Oh, you sure as hell can, and you can still spread it to those who don't have their vaccination. It just keeps you from dying. It keeps you from being hospitalized. That's all it is.
Right.
So,
it's supposed to lessen the symptoms.
Right. And it does, the vaccination does kind of fade. This is why we ask for second doses. And for the elderly right now, we are doing boosters because, they're most at risk, right? They're the highest at risk right now. So that's why
we see how New York cares about our elderly. Their stupid governor sent COVID positive patients into nursing homes.
Hey, listen, he's not our governor anymore. I'm glad that fucking.
And his brother got fired too for covering it up from CNN.
I'm glad that prick is gone.
Are your schools out there in the States? Are they sending your kids home with the rapid tests during the holidays?
Nope.
Not yet. They haven't yet. But we're a pretty small school district, so who knows coming up? Because I know some of the other schools around our area, they do these tests. I think they're calling it group testing or group something or another. What? Pool testing?
They do it here at our school. pool testing.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I guess they do it. The teenager just said they do it at the high school pool testing.
Really? I got
Yep.
hiccups. Sorry.
No, you're good.
My bad.
Like, one of Miss Hatter's kids last week. She's in 11th grade, so she goes to BOCES to get that like job training or whatever the fuck it's called.
Vocational high school.
Yes, vocational training. And
Yep.
she wasn't feeling good. They refused to send her back to the school on the bus because she had a cough. And a cough is a symptom of COVID, but they wouldn't so they wouldn't send her on the bus. She had this cough for a week. She had gotten diagnosed with bronchitis. She had went and got tested.
Yeah.
She had this cough for a week. They'd let her stay in school and then called saying, well, she's got to be picked up. She has symptoms of COVID, so we will not bus her back. She doesn't need a test and she can come back to school tomorrow.
That's ridiculous.
How the fuck
That's
does that make
fucked
sense?
up. See, here they're like, okay, kids get the common cold. They get the sniffles. They get the cough, especially if they have to wear a mask all freaking day.
Mhm.
Literally, you're going to be breathing in your own shit. Your throat's going to start to hurt because of it. The mask is what's really causing it. You
Yep.
know? So, like, here, I can send my boys to school with a sniffle and a slight cough to school as long as they don't have, you know, fever or labored breathing and things like that. Obviously, I wouldn't send them if they were like that. But here they're not like, oh, you got a little
Well-
cough. Oh, you can't go on the bus
Well,
today.
the schools here have always been like, if you have a fever or if, like, you vomited even before COVID, you have to like not done that for 24 hours before they'll let you go back to school.
Yeah, here it's 48 hours. So if say my
yeah.
youngest had a fever, he had an ear infection, nothing else, no cough, no nothing. He had a fever for one day and they said he is not allowed back for 48 hours. I was like, oh, fuck, 48 hours?
Yeah, but like, I mean, at least in New York State, like if you go to school,
Mm-hmm.
like my youngest has been sent home because she has allergies. They sent her home and would not let her go back to school until she had a COVID test
Wow.
at 6 years old.
That's
Well, it's like-
crazy.
I moved in January, the end of January, I moved back to Maine from Texas and I flew and I had to wear a mask from the
Mhm.
time I entered the airport, which was like 4:30 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning, all the way till I got to Maine, which was I landed in Maine at like 2:00 in the afternoon. And I felt like sick having to wear a mask for 8 hours straight almost. I felt sick afterwards. You feel lightheaded and labored breath and everything from just breathing in your own.
Oh, yeah.
And this was back when they were telling you to double mask in public.
Yeah. That's what I went through, doing 20-hour shifts before I quit my job there. And now I'm working in clinics. It's not as bad, but like, yeah, it's I have to change my mask like every hour. I'm changing my mask because, I mean, you do start coughing and then people are looking at you like, why are you here like giving me vaccinations when you're coughing yourself, you know? But it's just the mask. You can't help it. Shit happens. Whatever. Breathing in your own stuff. Like, what do you expect? It's uncomfortable. And then you start breaking out and then it's nasty.
This whole thing is just, in my opinion, it's been blown out of proportion.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just a way to. Okay, I'm probably gonna piss some people off here. So
that's okay. No, you have your right to your opinion, though. You know, like people need to just suck it up if they don't like it.
Before COVID, if you look at old Lysol cans, it has coronavirus on there. So obviously, coronavirus is nothing new to us. We've been, finding ways to kill it off. It's a variant of SARS. We've been battling SARS for a long time.
Yep.
So it's not a big surprise. Okay.
Menace.
Sit there. It is all about the money.
He's right. Yeah. Not here. Well, kind of.
It's all about the money. The governments get money. The big pharmaceutical companies get money. I mean, I understand in Canada, you guys have the all for one insurance or whatever. Everybody's got health coverage or whatever. But like here in the United States, if I don't have health coverage, I get fined.
Well, like we do, it comes out of our taxes, but I found something out recently at my job. I didn't even realize this how much money I was making. I was like, how come I'm getting all this dough? It's because I was getting paid per patient. that I was vaccinating.
Wow. Oh, she must have hit the wrong button. But it's just, I think that they were fucking around. They mutated the virus, and then the virus got out. Or they tried doing a controlled experiment, and the controlled experiment turned to an oh shit experiment real quick. And this is what we have. Damn, everybody's leaving me. I said I was going to piss some people off. But that's my personal opinion. Like, even to this day, like, nobody knows the facts on it. It keeps mutating, and there's new variants. It's just propaganda, honestly. Can you imagine if like the news covered the flu like this? And oh well, this person died of the flu. It's the worst flu outbreak ever. The flu kills more people than COVID. That's been proven statistically. So why is the flu shot not mandated? Why is the COVID shot trying to be mandated? This world's going to hell in a handbasket really fucking quick. And honestly, I don't know if anything at this point can help us. I agree with you, Carol. It's definitely like something, because me and my family, we got sick in January. Well, Christmas time, 2019. I got sick January 1st, 2020, and I got sick for a month and a half. So, like, and this was before the first case was ever reported in the United States. Like, I went to the hospital twice, sitting in a hospital bed, feeling like something was sitting on my chest, and felt like I was dying. I can't tell you how many times I looked at Miss Hatter and said, if I don't wake up in the morning, know that I love you. I thought I was dying. But they said, oh, nothing's wrong with you. Nothing's wrong with you. And they sent me home. And this is before the first ever. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, there's this huge outbreak, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Let's get on to happier topics. If anyone wants to join, click the pinned comment up at the top of your screen. You'll be able to join. You don't have to be on camera if you don't want. Like Dee Dee, she was not on camera. Luna wasn't on camera for the most part. You could have died from a car wreck, but if you had COVID, cause of death was COVID. You're not wrong. I had a buddy of mine, his dad went in for surgery and something went wrong and his dad passed away on the operating table. And they sat there and told him that obviously his dad didn't make it and the cause of death was COVID. He's like, when did he have COVID? If he had COVID, why'd you operate on him? And they're like, well, we're just writing it down as a COVID death because the hospital gets more money for it. And he's like, the fuck you will. I will sue you for everything you got. But yeah, let's see what else that we can bring up to talk about. Today is the second day in a row that I've dropped exclusive content for my Patreon supporters. If you're interested in supporting on a monthly basis, hey, hi there. How are you?
I'm good.
Nice to see you.
Thanks.
I didn't even see you hop in chat.
On. Hold on. I need to mute some stuff.
Okay. Let me just make sure that this went through. Yeah. You should be able to click that link if you guys want to follow or support on Patreon. I'm going to try to post as much content as I can over there that's Patreon exclusive content to kind of repay you guys for supporting the channel.
Am I in? I don't see myself. Hold on. Did you bring me up from backstage?
Yeah, you're in.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yodi, yodi, yodi.
Well, welcome back, Dee.
I don't know what happened. I got like kicked out somehow.
That was it. I only saw you and I was like, I knew there was more people in here. What the hell happened?
Well, I did have Luna in here and Dee in here, and then Luna left and Dee left, or Dee left and Luna left, and then you popped in. I was like, oh, I'll bring Mel in. Okay.
That was it. I heard you having like a discussion, and I was like, and then it was just you and me, and I was like, wait, I knew there were other people in here. What the hell's going on?
Yeah. Sometimes this program can get a little weird, but I like it if we're just sitting here talking, not doing music, because if you do music, obviously it screws up the sound quality. But if you're just talking, it provides a good platform to where everybody can kind of talk. The only problem is if you get so many people in here and people start talking over people.
Exactly. Hey, Menace,
Yes,
how come
sorry.
you're not up here? And hi, Dee.
Hi, Mel. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Menace isn't up here because he's afraid of that big ass forehead of his. He's a little bit.
That's not nice. That's not nice. Hey,
Nampson,
Nampson, what's up?
what is good?
Hi, Cam. Who else have we got in here? Oh, someone just
What's up,
started.
Napson?
What is going on? Like, I get online and then someone calls me. It's like I've been sitting in my living room all night. Not a single person has called me. I get up here and someone calls me.
Maybe that's what happened to me. I think someone was trying to call me and then it like kicked me out.
Diss track number 15. Well, shit, Menace, I still haven't heard the first one.
Oh, when did Purple come in? Oh, hi, Purple. How you doing?
Purple's been here for a little while. We got Nampson in here. Boy, if you're available, you better hop up in this stream.
Hey, Tom. I love how Tom says hi to me when I just talked to him like 2 minutes ago. I was chilling out on my couch with my two dogs. Like my dogs had me sandwiched into the letter S, you know, like one had to be like on this portion, the other one behind my legs, this portion. If you could picture that with Bama, who's as tall as I am when he's laying out. And Tom like had texted me, and I was like, the text was like an hour old, and I was like, he's like, oh, you know, Hatters went live like 14 minutes ago, and I'm like, oh fuck, that's right, he was going live, and I was like, I'll stop watching 48 hours, like, because I told you I was like, I know, but like I had said to Hatter in my stream this morning how I've been doing like a solid week of like true crime shit. So
Oh, I'm obsessed.
I
am
too.
so obsessed.
So I'm
There's
laying
this-
there with my two dogs in the dark, like doing true crime shit. And
There's
been
this
doing that.
one I found on Netflix. You guys have probably already heard of it. It's called Real Detective.
Oh yeah. I watch that all
I'm
the time.
like binging that like every night till I
Yeah.
pass out. I love
So
it.
what I do is like I'll do like true crime shit, and then as a relief from that, I'll do like, you know, Orange is the New Black. So like there's I'm totally, I got that Rona right now, so I look a little dead.
Oh no, Napson, that's not good.
No,
I hope you
not
feel
good
better,
at
Nampson.
all, man.
Listen, Nampson, when you did your live stream, I told you I hope you didn't have it. And you're like, I hope I do have it because I'm in a position to where they still pay me. Now I'm betting you're going back and regretting saying that.
I had it like way back in the beginning, like last year when it first came out. So I didn't have any of the variants, just the plain old Corona. And now the first 48 is your favorite comedy show. Believe it or not, it kind of is for me too, because I was in law enforcement for like 22 years. So like I watched that and I'm just like, really? Like, really? I mean, come on. Like, why don't you tell them what you're really doing and what you're really saying and how that's really going down?
Right? Well, you did this wrong. You did this wrong. You're a dumbass for that.
I'm like
your
the
bad.
worst I'm like the worst person to watch like cop shows with and anything that has to do with the military, because I'm like, come on, like the uniform is not worn like that, and that is not the way that happens.
Oof. Nah, I'm so cool with it. Just hate throwing up for the most part. I feel all right. So, you know.
Yeah, thrown up.
Well, make sure
as
you're.
long as you're breathing. As long as you're breathing, all right.
I would slow down on the medicinals and maybe increase your fluid intake, Nampson. Just for a couple
And
days.
not alcoholic intake. It has to be water, dude. Make sure it's water.
You're gonna want water
Sure.
and like chicken broth and stuff like that because
Thank
you're
you.
gonna need all that.
Pedialyte, anything with electrolytes in it is
Mhm.
good for you. Right,
Right,
the way people try to lie their way out of it. It's like, dog, they got nothing. Just ask for a lawyer. 20 minutes later, Greg was sentenced to 25 years to life. I was just watching one like that. Like, so and so
Yes.
was sentenced to second-degree murder and got 15 years. I'm like,
Well, he's not wrong. Like, that's funny.
I just think it's funny when the guy's like, they got him dead to rights. Like, he's as guilty as sin, and they're like, so and so are innocent until proven guilty. Blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, okay. Like, that dude's going to jail forever. He's never getting out. He shot this woman like execution style in her kitchen. Even shot her dog. This guy's never getting out of prison.
I mean, not to bring up sore topics, but how many people thought OJ was going to prison for life?
I never held judgment over him, to be honest with you. Even when the sentence was handed down, I was like, the only people who know what happened that night were fucking people that were there. Just because I was like a grown adult with like children and working full time when that shit went down. And the prosecution did a shitty friggin' job trying to prove that he was guilty for that trial. Yeah. They were ill-equipped. They were completely ill-equipped. I watched every single day of that trial.
I did too, and I was just a little girl at the time, but I remember it very, very well.
Yeah, they just did not prove their case in that trial. That
I know there was people that would bet their life savings that this dude was going to sit behind bars for the rest of his life, and you just.
But you had to be objective. I was actually a correctional officer during that time. I hadn't started working for the state police yet, and I was still what?
Menace's comment.
What did you say? Oh, the glove didn't fit, guys. It didn't fit. It didn't fit. But what I'm saying is, he might have paid for the best defense lawyers, but even if he had a public defendant during that time, the prosecution just was not ill-equipped. They just did not prove their case. You have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt, and they did not do that. They didn't do that. And not only that, I find it very kind of funny that I think it was about 5 to 7 years after that trial, this guy comes out who was a convicted murderer, by the way, and he came out, and literally there was evidence that came out in his trial that showed that he was actually there the night of the murders, that OJ had hired him or something to actually assist him in the murders, and he actually did 1 or 2 of the murders or assisted in the murders that night, which would have shown that either he did the murders, OJ hired him to do them, or he assisted OJ in the murders that night. So I don't know. That's something else that needed to be looked at and was never looked at or shown. That those murders couldn't have been conducted by one person alone. There had to have been 2 people there that night to conduct those murders.
I completely agree. I concur, Mel.
Yeah, it's just like I think some of the things is like they want to try to save face, so it's like we gotta sit there and close this as quick as possible, and that's when shit gets overlooked. Because if you're trying to rush shit, it's like, oh well, I'm not even gonna pay attention to what's going on over here. I've just got tunnel vision. We gotta solve this case, and
it's because of his celebrity. That's why they did it. It's like when Robert Blake killed his wife, or supposedly killed his wife. I don't know if you know who Robert Blake is. He was a big time movie star, television star back when my parents were young. And he was actually arrested, convicted, I think. I'm not sure if he was convicted. I don't have Tom here to do the research for me, but I believe he was convicted of killing his wife, but they rushed that trial, and so much of the actual proof or whatever was overlooked. And I want to say he got out on appeals or something like that because of that reason, that they didn't thoroughly prove the case.
Purple, I don't even think you were alive.
Namston says defensive bruising on Ron Goldman suggests that Ron did put up a fight too, so it doesn't make sense. It's true. Yeah, you got to think of it. Ron Goldman was younger, almost 10, 15 years younger than OJ Simpson. He was in peak physical condition. And so how are you gonna subdue a grown man who's in better shape than you and a woman, and you're gonna do that all with a knife? With a knife, it's not like you have a gun and you can shoot them. You're gonna do both of those murders by yourself. No, you had to have another person there with you. I'm sorry. That's
What's
just my
up,
opinion.
Jonathan? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? We're kind
I
of
don't
going
know how we
all
got
over
on
the
that
place
subject.
today. No, I just you guys
Leave
are
it to me
talking
to
about-
come in and just like let's talk
Hey
about this
man,
crazy
but this is
shit.
kind of nice to just sit and like talk about everything and nothing. It's a nice change.
Yeah,
That's
that's
for
why I
sure.
like doing these community streams because it's like we can just sit and bullshit. It's not like we have to stick to a strict routine. It's not like, oh, we're only doing music reactions or we're only
There we
doing
go.
this.
Thank you, Tom. Tom's still doing my research, even from upstairs. He says Robert Blake was acquitted. He was acquitted because they rushed the process. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well,
Yeah.
technically, you said Robert.
Robert.
You
whoever
forgot the
Robert-
T.
There's a lot of things they didn't that did not add up. I definitely think he likely did it, but I think there was a lot we didn't know about how things happened. Exactly. Hey, Erlen, how you doing, buddy?
What up, Erlen?
Hello, good morning, guys. Good evening.
Good morning,
I'm
good
cooking.
evening.
Hey.
You're
I'm
cooking. What are
cooking.
you cooking me?
Cooking hot dogs and fried rice.
Hot dogs and
Nice.
fried rice.
I
Yep.
made a chicken in my instant pot today. That's what I made.
It could be worse. He could be cooking balut.
And some bananas and balut.
I like bananas, but whatever. I made like this thing for me and Tom, and it wasn't. It was like a frozen dinner thing, and it made both of us so sick. It wasn't my cooking because it just went in the microwave, but it was disgusting, and it made us both sick.
I
so.
thought it was Luna. It was Mel. Hi, Mel.
Hi, sweetie. How are you?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not present always in your stream.
Yeah, I've been missing you, but I know
Yeah.
it's because of the time. Don't worry,
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing it. I'm going to be doing a nighttime one soon, and then you'll be there. I know.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's cold here right now.
It's cold here too.
Neptune, that sounds good.
Ooh, that sounds good.
I just
Sometimes you
threw
want to
a
just eat
whole-
like a kid.
I just threw like a whole chicken in my instant pot 'cause I just got one for myself, and I'm
Yeah,
like
Is that like
cooking
a crock
everything in it.
pot? Is
It's
that
kind of like a
crock
crock pot, but better than a crock pot.
Hi,
Hi,
Jacob.
cutie. He's so cute. He's like the cutest kid ever.
Oh, look at him.
He's as cute as my grandkids. So
My kids are pretty darn good looking. I'm not gonna lie.
that's what I say. I brag. I'm like, I have the best looking kids, and they made the best looking grandkids. Like, and I know it came from my side of the family, not like who they partnered up with. It's definitely my side of the family.
Nancy,
Mine
I
are-
don't think you have to be sick to eat like a 5-year-old. I think you just eat whatever you want whenever you
Mm-mm.
want.
Sometimes it's nice to eat like a kid. You know, you just want to like grab. I like grabbing like chicken tenders and some French fries or tater tots out of my freezer and put cheese on top of them and nuke it. It's like
Right.
the best food ever. Or I like breakfast for dinner. Like I'll make French toast or pancakes for myself for dinner.
Listen, I'm a cheap, broke person. So, like, I've done the poor man nacho to where you sit there and you get like Doritos chips or the off brand if you can't afford Doritos. And then you put them on a plate and crush them up and then put some cheese on top of it, throw it in a microwave and microwave it. So have yourself some poor man nachos.
I do that. I'll grab like, I get the restaurant style tortilla chips and I'll put like cheese on top of those and nuke them. But I get like the, you can get like the hell am I thinking of? You can get like the queso cheese
Mhm.
in the jar.
Sorry if you guys can hear my child in the background. I'm sorry.
I want
Hey.
to be invited to the party too.
You're gonna, I'm sure
No
you guys
problem,
have heard
Didi.
my child in the background. I mean, he barks all the time.
He's
I was
playing
gonna say I don't hear
Fortnite with his
Jackson
buddies.
snoring.
Yeah, he snore also.
He snores also. Yes. Snores all the time.
I was gonna say, don't worry about background noise. 9 times out of 10, like this is a madhouse, and during these live streams, people are yelling at Miss Hatter to do the victory
Menace.
speech, and
Menace
All
says nothing wrong with a hillbilly dinner.
shut up, you whippersnapper.
It's too funny.
Whippersnapper.
It's in his song pickup truck.
That's funny.
When I was scraping by,
What
first
is he
started putting
barking
entirely
at?
off of streaming, I would make pizzadillas. There were tortillas, shredded cheese, pepperoni, and a little sauce in a pan for 20 minutes. So
Okay.
good.
Purple cinnamon. Although
I
that's
like tortillas with
extremely
cheese melted in a
unhealthy, I
microwave.
can see how that would be yummy. But it's
I have chicken tenders and chicken nuggets, and I have this ghost pepper hot sauce. Oh no, I'm all set without the ghost pepper hot sauce. But I know he's barking at you. That's why I'm like, he's upstairs barking at Tom, and I have no idea why. I'm so sorry, Tom. I'm sorry you have to deal with my dog. But it's kind of your fault because you tried to steal him from me. So now he's up there barking at you, and I don't know why. Can you guys hear him up there?
Mm.
He's barking at Tom. At least
I
he's not
can't
down
really
here.
hear.
At least he's not down here barking at me, because then he's such a crackhead. Dog's a crackhead.
My
Yeah,
kid's got his headset on, so he's like yelling. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Hey, we all have families. We all have kids and furry kids and shit like that. So
There's been some streams that I've done to where I literally have to mute my mic when I'm not talking because everybody else is just having such a good time and it's just so loud. And it's like, I'm not going to tell them to be quiet. They're having fun. So
I've never thought of doing that. I've always just let my dogs bark over me and been rude. Oops. Kind of like now.
yeah.
Well, that's why I was muting earlier because my dog wouldn't shut up. People like walk by and he's like, rah, 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 rah. I'm like, shit, really? They're just like walking by. Is
Nah,
that
you're
necessary?
fine. So whereabouts, what side of Canada are you located in? Are you like above the
I
eastern
am
side
in
or western?
Ontario.
Yeah, she's in
Okay.
Ontario.
So from here to New York, I've driven it before, is between, it depends where in New York, but
Yeah.
between 5 to 6 hours.
Not bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I go
takes
to
me about an
Canada a
hour
lot.
and 40 minutes to get to the Canadian border. I'm
And I'm-
just south of Buffalo, so
Oh, okay. Then you're super close. So
And
you're
I'm
like
like-
a 4-hour drive from me.
And I'm like 22 minutes from the Canadian border.
Shut
But-
up, really?
Yeah,
That's
really.
awesome.
Really. And I won't shut up. No. But I'm like, okay, so Alex Bay, I'm like, and I drive right into Ontario. I'm trying to think how far I am. I'm like I want to say an hour. Oh, let me think. Because I go everywhere. I go to Montreal a lot, but I also go to Toronto a lot. And I've spent Christmas in Quebec City a couple times. I don't know. I go kind of everywhere, but I want to say, where do I go the most? I go to Montreal, I think, the most.
hey, I appreciate you,
We
Mike
get a
Ross.
What's up?
I'm originally from Toronto, and then I moved.
Are you?
Yeah, and then I moved east from there because I am a country girl at heart. I am a motocross chick. I am a hockey chick. I like all the countryside activities. So I'm like, screw this. I don't belong in no city. And so I moved out here to this little small town, and it's cool because everybody here, like, we just ride our dirt bikes up the street if we want to. We go to the corner store on our 4-wheelers and on our dirt bikes and stuff. It's awesome.
I live kind of in a little country town. Like, well, it's country for me because I've lived in cities my whole life pretty much. But I live like, I want to say, he's like he's in New York as well. He's in New York as well,
Mhm.
but he's like 3 hours away from me. Like, we're on the other side of, we're,
Yeah, I'm southwestern.
he's
upstate.
west. I'm east.
Okay.
I'm northern New York. I'm not like but I'm east of him. He's west of me.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like, I'm like
Sorry,
right
hiccups.
off of
No, you're fine.
I'm right off of Lake Ontario, and he's off of Lake Erie. So we're on.
Okay, so
opposite
you are
sides
super
of-
close to me then.
I am really close. Yeah.
Because I'm like right there. I'm up by the lake.
So if anybody is confused about what Mike's talking about, I released a video on my channel before I went live. Mike Ross is the owner of Tactical Tacos. They're a company that does hot sauces, and
Nice.
they are really concerned that if business does not pick up for them, that they're going to have to shut down.
All right,
They,
how do we order sauces then? How do we do it?
they do not sponsor me. I did this video just because I want to help them, and obviously, I bought the sauces myself from them. They have 3 different sauces. They have, let's see if I can do this in order. They have Snafu, which is their most mild, and then they have Firefight, which is medium, and then
Nice.
Ghost Protocol, which is their hottest sauce. But if you look at this, see if I can get it close enough. What hot sauce do you know of to where you can see all the different spices and everything?
It looks
that
more
they
like
use
a pico
inside of
de
it?
gallo or something like that. I would, I
Try
would
some,
love,
Mandy.
I would love to like do a reaction to your shit on my channel. It might kill me, but
But
Mike, I have a reaction channel as well, and I could do a
Ito na, oh.
reaction to your sauces on my channel. Where do you get those? Right at the store, or do you have to order them?
it's tacticaltacos.com. I can put the website in the link, but their bottles are $8 a piece, or you can get the whole set for $24. If you watch the video that I put up, there are 3 different discount codes that you can use to where you can get anywhere between 15 to 25% off. But
Erlen, mute your mic.
Ay, sorry.
I put out a challenge saying that from today until the end of December 11th, if we can get Tactical Tacos to sell 30 bottles of their hot sauce, Miss Hatter will shave my head live on stream, completely bald, razor shaved, not
Okay,
just
no one's shaving my
clippers.
head. I won't do that, but I will react.
So the snow will like reflect off your head now.
And then I also have to use like my bald, shiny head as a billboard for Tactical Tacos.
Are you gonna
So-
get a tattoo, or what are you
No.
gonna get done?
No, I'm just
Oh,
gonna
come on,
write
do
it
it.
on there and
Do it if
Sharpie.
you're bad, Hatter. Do it if you're bad. Come on.
Because when your hair grows back, you'll
Listen.
never see it. So
Listen,
like,
Linda.
Listen, I have tattoos on my body that have been influenced by this channel that I
yeah,
have to
you
live
want
with
to
for
know
the
where
rest of life.
my eggplant with the little splatters are. Where are they? I want to see it close up. Where is it? I
It
see
didn't
it.
heal
I
right.
see. Where are the little? Because my thing was, they said eggplant, and then my contribution that I paid for were the little watermarks off the eggplant.
So
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna go back in chats here for a second.
You
So
gotta be-
Mike, how do we order?
Well, apparently
sauces.
Mike just made
Mad
Oh.
Hatter Reactions use
Hatter.
code Hatter20 for
a
20%
discount
off.
code.
That's cool. That's
Do you have a
So-
website though? Like, how do I get the?
Yep,
the
I'm
website?
going to put it into
Put
the
the website in.
or
Okay.
I'm going to put it into the chat right now.
What's
All
up,
right.
B Mad? What's up, B Mad? Good to see you again. Glad you stopped in my stream, even though it was at the end. It was nice to see you back in my stream earlier today.
This is some of the best. I don't do hot sauce very well. I have acid
I don't either.
reflux.
Mhm.
So, like, I mean, this is the shit you can get from Walmart. It looks really soupy, really watered down, and it doesn't really have flavor. It's got very little heat, but like
They probably
these are
just
the
use
hot sauces.
Kaon. Can you tell me what
that-
type? If you read on each bottle, tell me what type of peppers are in each one.
Snafu. Our most mild hot sauce, Snafu, has a terrific
Excuse me.
citrus base with just enough heat to notice it's there. Notes of orange, lime, and cilantro stand out up front with just
Ooh,
a hint
yummy.
of jalapeno and cayenne pepper in the
Jalapeno and
background.
Cayenne. Okay,
This
I
is
could
def-
handle that one. I could
This
handle
is
that one.
definitely one of the ones that I lean more to, just because I do have the acid reflux, so this one's a little bit easier on me.
Okay.
And then the next one up, Firefight, is the runner-up in our lineup. Heat-wise, Firefight is not to be taken lightly. This delicious sauce is perfect for wings or in addition to any protein, starting with a sweet and salty citrus taste up front, and then quickly transitions into our 5-pepper heat blend.
Well, for me, the hottest the better, because me,
Then
my
you're-
Mediterranean
Wait.
style.
You're
Yeah.
gonna want Ghost Protocol then.
No, that one has. You said the other one has 5 peppers. What are the 5 peppers in it?
I gotta look because it doesn't specify. The ingredients
doesn't?
are orange juice, chipotles, and abado, vinegars, tomatoes, onions, sugar, iodized salt, paprika, soybean oil. Let's see, chipotle pepper, crushed red pepper, habanero, serrano. red
Chipotle's
pepper.
going to give it like a smoky flavor.
Yeah, firefight. It's not terrible. Like you get that little bit of a zing from the citrus right from the get go, and then it starts to heat up. It is a little bit stronger, obviously, than Snafu, but firefight is also one that is not bad. This one, I got to be completely
Yeah,
honest
I'm
with you,
not-
Mike. I had never opened this one until today because this one scares the shit out of me.
Well, ghost peppers.
That's the one I want then.
Ghost Prep
Yeah.
Protocol. It says right here, ghost pepper hot sauce, and mine shipped weird, so
Hey.
it kind of like took some of the label off.
Oh.
But I'll read the part of the label that I can for you guys. Not for the faint of heart, Ghost Protocol hot sauce takes firefight to the next level. Same introductory taste, but with more spices and peppers: cayenne, chipotle, serrano, jalapeno, habanero, and ghost peppers, to be exact. And then it kind of cuts it off.
Mike
But-
says firefight has habanero, chipotle, serrano, jalapeno, and cayenne pepper.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to wait till Mel comes back and let her know. But if you like, on this channel, we're all about spreading the positivity and the good vibes.
Mhm.
So, like, obviously, this is a veteran-owned company. They've been in company for a little while, and they definitely are struggling right now. And what we do is, even if we're having a hard time ourselves, is we want to help other people out. And I want to see this
Firefight
business.
has habanero, chipotle, serrano, jalapeno, and cayenne. I'm sorry. I
No, you're good.
just a little
And then
behind. Go on.
B Mad's like, Kanye, he ain't that hot. You're a fool, B Mad. But they're struggling right now. And if you guys can, or even if you have a person in your life that is, you know, a hot sauce enthusiast, this would make a
Did I
perfect
hear you
gift
were-
underneath the tree.
Both of us are, Mike, both Mad Hatter and myself, we're both in upstate New York, just in different. Hey, that's why I'm in New York, Mike, because my last duty station was Fort Drum.
Sorry.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be in this godforsaken place. But I'm here because I was stationed at Fort Drum and bought a fucking house up here. Oh, excuse my language. This isn't my channel.
No, you're good.
And that's why I'm here, because of who's doing a private chat telling me to shut up. Oh no, ED.
Oh, Erlen, behave yourself.
It's that little bit of roughness in your, that little bit of, you've got that little bit of gruffness in your voice. I think he's trying
Do
to say,
I?
I think he's trying to say you could do that smoky kind of sultry voice. I think that's what he's trying to say. Anyway, but yeah, Mike, that's why. Hey, well, thank you for your service, Mike. What years were you here? Did we serve together? I'm sorry, I'll shut up. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good.
Keep your promo. I'm just here, fellow service.
These
member.
hot sauces are kind of like bland and boring to me. Like you get one color, like this one is fucking like pea green.
Oh, you said
Ew.
fucking. So I can say fucking.
Wait a minute. Why would you?
Same.
What
I'm from
color?
Southern California.
Pea
and
green?
created the hot sauce based on a taco recipe because the Mexican food up there sucks.
I don't think you're
I
healthy.
I grew up in
green.
Southern California as well, and yes, I love Mexican food, and there's no fucking good Mexican food up here.
But like, I'm sorry, I've never
that Barrett's
seen
taco recipe created the hot sauce company. That's awesome.
a hot sauce to where you can see all the different spices and
2007 to
everything that they
2000.
use.
No shit, we were here at the same time. I'm sorry, I'm having a
No, you're-
conversation with Mike. You go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good.
You get a couple of veterans together who were stationed at the same time, same place. We just kind of talk. I'll shut up.
No, you're good. You're perfectly fine. Like that's what these community streams
I
are
know.
about.
I
is
just don't
come
want to talk
together and
over.
talk.
I don't want to talk over what you're talking about. That's cool, Mike. I think that's awesome. And yes, we were there at the same time. I don't.
He says
You're giving them
277th
what the fuck?
ASB on the
Yeah,
airfield.
277 ASB on the airfield. Oh, okay. I was in the sustainment brigade when I got there. It was actually still Discom before they switched everything over to this fucked up army that we are now. But I was dual military when I got here. My ex-husband was at first he was anyway, he was infantry. He bounced around to the different brigades and different whatevers. He's my ex-husband now, fuck him. But yeah.
Ooh.
You're from Maine. Cool. Be there.
Who's
That-
from Maine?
be mad.
Well,
Mike
I like the
says-
hot stuff because my whole family is very Greek and we
Mhm.
like things spicy.
Yeah,
Well,
I love Greek.
I would
food, man.
definitely at least suggest the Ghost Protocol.
baby. Did you
If you
come
if you have
inside?
the extra
You go
funds and
pee?
you want to try some decent
Yeah.
hot sauces, I would go
Go
for
lay
the
down,
3-pack.
Yeah.
I have my own code now because Mike's a fucking boss. So if you do go on to
What?
tacticaltacos.com, use code
I've
Hatter20
never heard of that.
and you get 20% off.
I think I'm actually gonna go for that because you know what? That actually would make an awesome gift. Like my
It
family,
would.
we do
And
like
their
generic
shipping
gifts.
is super quick.
Yeah, yeah. Like my mother would appreciate something like that. So like when I go to her house, like, hey, ma, here you go. You know, thanks for having me. Take this hot sauce.
Let me burn your ass one more time. Use
I got-
code.
Mike, I got there in 2004 and I left there in 2012. But I'm still here. Like I live in Adams, so I'm still like here.
There we go.
I haven't left yet.
I'm gonna replace the pin message.
I should
right
have
now.
known with the tactical. Who says tactical? Only people from the fucking military use tactical, right? So I should have known tactical tacos, of course.
I gotta make a phone call here in a minute though. Shit.
I
Didn't realize the time. I was like, oh crap.
Oh, you're
That's
fine.
okay.
But I replaced the pinned comment, so if anybody's interested, the pinned comment is now the comment for Tactical Tacos. If whatever you buy, the 20% works if you get one bottle or if you get a 3-pack or if you get multi. But Mike's going to let me know how many people use the code. And if we sell 30 bottles by the 11th, we got to do a live stream to where Miss Hatter shaving my head bald. And then Menace gets to make fun of me because I'm actually using my head as a billboard to promote Tactical Tacos.
What a nice guy. What a nice guy. Quick question. I do have a quick question about the 3-pack
Sure.
deal thing. Okay, so in the 3-pack, do you get 3 of the same or is it a variety?
No, it's the
you'll
variety,
get
I think.
The snafu,
Okay,
you'll get the firefight, and you'll get the Ghost Protocol.
Perfect.
Or you can buy them individually. Like if you get all 3 and you're like, yeah, the firefight and the snafu are okay, but I really like the Ghost Protocol, you can just buy the Ghost Protocol. On their website, they don't have an option to where you could get like a 3-pack of the Ghost Protocol, but it's the same price whether you get one or if you're getting 3 different bottles, it's the same price if you get the 1 or the 3.
Because all the bottles are the same price, right? That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, it's
Got you.
You see how good Hatter is?
Hey, listen, I used to sell Kirby vacuum cleaners. I could sell fucking water.
Oh
to
my
the
God,
goldfish.
you can sell fucking anything if you can sell a Kirby vacuum cleaner. Jesus Christ!
I went to one house. They already had a Kirby. I sold them a brand new Kirby and then turned around and sold them their Kirby that they traded in for credit back to them
I had a guy come here and
upstairs and downstairs.
he actually he wanted to take my Dyson away from me, give me credit for the Dyson towards the Kirby, but he wanted to take my Dyson. I was like, what are you going to do? Use my Dyson at your house? And then, because I know my Dyson's 10 times better than that fucking Kirby you're trying to sell me.
You're good, Dee. So if you get 3, it's the same price as a trio. So the discount code would be the same price. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. So like if you go onto the here, let me.
Hatter is a good merchandiser.
Hey, I try. Like I said, I can sell Kirby vacuum cleaners, and if you can sell those things, you can literally sell water to a goldfish.
You could sell fucking anything if you can sell it.
All right.
I used to let him just come in my house and shampoo my carpets and then leave. I'd be like, I was selling them back to themselves. Like, I'm like, sure, come on over. Yeah, you can come in and do my carpets. I'll listen to your spiel, do whatever you want. And then I'd be like, no, I'm sorry. I just can't.
So this is their main website. They have the home section, the store, they have some recipes on there.
Oh,
Location and events. They don't have any events scheduled right now. I've been on their website quite a bit today. Locations. They do have one location in Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, that you can get it in location. And that is at the North Market at Flavor and Fire, 59 Spruce Street, Columbus, Ohio. But if you go to their store, you're going to see that they have the snafu sauce, the Firefight sauce, and the Ghost Protocol. And then down here they have the 3-pack.
Ghost
And,
Protocol. That's funny.
Like it's.
I'm sorry.
I ordered these probably close to a year ago from Mike.
Mission Impossible.
This is like as soon as he started reaching out to YouTubers and saying, "Hey, you know, we'll do some kind of a brand deal." Like I wasn't looking for a brand deal. I just wanted to help him out and hopefully be able to help save the company because they are truly genuinely good people.
B-Man owns a Kirby. Kept it since I was like 10. I'm sorry, I'm listening to you.
No,
I just
you're
think it's funny that B-Man owns a Kirby. We also have a local pickup option. We will meet you
somewhere to deliver the
somewhere,
products.
not someone. It's somewhere, not someone. Okay, to deliver the products so you don't have to pay shipping. That's awesome. So I'm assuming that your home base is Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah, but like, let's see if I can find like some of these pictures. It shows you some of the.
Oh,
stuff
that looks so good. That looks so good.
Look at this sauce.
Will you
right
come
here.
to Will you come to my house and like cook for me? Because that looks really fucking good, man.
Like, it's these guys are super awesome, and they've worked with some fellow YouTubers that I really like and I really support. And I seen We Scheme plug the Tactical Tacos hot sauce on there.
I'll do a reaction to their hot sauces on. I'll order some and do a reaction to them on my channel. I don't have a problem with that. I'll promote them. I'm like you, well, considering I have cancer in my gut, I'm sure it won't be like, I don't typically eat hot sauce anymore, but I like hot sauce.
You've seen it on stream where I've had this bottle and it's like take a hot sauce shot and
yeah,
take a shot right out of that was the snap.
I love Mexican food, so I'm sure I'm gonna like it, and I have no problem doing it. So I'll do that. I'll order some and do a reaction. It'd make a perfect Christmas present for like my sister and stuff because we all like him. Like I grew up in Southern California and I love Mexican food, authentic like Mexican food, Mexican flavors, and you can't get it anywhere. Like especially not here on the East Coast. You just can't get it here on the East Coast.
And like. I mean, I know I've said it before. I sound like a broken record, but look at all those spices that are still dripping down the side of the bottle. You don't get that with hot sauce from your local corner store or your Walmart or anything like that.
Cool. All right. This has been a cool infomercial. Oh, I'm kidding.
We need to work on the recipes page. Sadly, we have so many, and I haven't had the time to update it. Mix some Ghost with sour cream until it's pink. Best sauce you'll ever have.
Oh, really? That sounds good, actually. Because it'll cool it down a little bit and add some creaminess to it.
You're about to make me go to my fridge and see if I have any sour cream.
Good.
But I like the labels too because they're intricate, but they're simple enough to where they grab your attention and it's like, ooh. And then you look at the bottle, it's like.
Light up his next one on the labels. He worked about 3 weeks on the label. There you go. I appreciate it. I wanted it simple yet to portray a message. What I like is that like your names for all of them really stands out to the military community, which uses a shit ton of hot sauce. So you're actually catering back to the military community, which is nice. Why can't you? Have you tried to like get a contract with the commissaries to be able to carry it in the commissaries? If you were to get if you could get a commissary contract, you guys would be set. I mean, they have specialty stuff from all of a lot of small specialty stuff from all over the globe, you know.
Shit, Mike, if I ever throw a big ass party, I'm inviting you to be one of the cooks.
Reactions also if you add 1 bottle to a block of Velveeta. Oh, queso dip, yeah.
Wow. And then he sat there and froze it, battered them, and made queso bombs. Now I've never had a queso bomb. I kind of want a queso bomb. Mike, why are you making me hungry?
But seriously, Mike, you should try to get a contract with the commissaries. Because like the coffee I drink, oh no, we don't have the quantity any big box retailers want. We are trying to get into Kroger down here. And they said, do you have 20,000 bottles? I think you'd find like, I mean, really try to, at least try with the local commissary if you have any near where you are, just because like the coffee that I drink, I can only get at the commissary. It's the coffee that I drank in Germany, and you can only get it in the commissaries. So I know that like they carry small specialty stuff for those of us who are stationed in Germany or stationed in Korea, and you can only get those things at the commissaries. So I understand you probably only do like small now, but if you were to get a contract like that, I know that there are commercial kitchens that you can use, like you can lease a commercial kitchen for. I watch Shark Tank too much, but there are commercial kitchens that you can rent out just to, you know, if you're not a big company, but you have like, you need to put out like a bigger quantity of things.
Mm-hmm. So how long does it take you to like make a batch if you need to rebottle some, Mike? Like let's say tomorrow morning you get flooded with orders. Obviously you probably have I would assume probably a couple, maybe 100 bottles of each, assuming that you're still on the smaller end as a company, ready to be shipped out. But like, what's your turnaround time if you have to make from scratch? Yeah, we have a manufacturer now. We did really well in the beginning, then COVID hit, eventually fell off the face of the earth.
I gotcha.
Not if I can help it, Mike. I'm going to try to push your hot sauce as much as I can. I don't want to see your company go under. You gave me a discount code, so I feel like I'm part of your company now. And I feel like it's my job to push and promote the company as much as I can.
We lost Erland.
It takes about 3 weeks to get 35 gallons worth, about 1,200 bottles. That's not terrible.
It's not a lot, though.
It's not, but can you imagine, Mike, getting to the point to where you have it staged to where each day you're filling 1,200 bottles and you're struggling to keep up? I want to see you get to that point. Not to say I want to see you struggle some more. I just want to see you be successful.
Yeah, so B-Mag's offering to do some promotional stuff for them. I'm telling you, you tap into the YouTube family, you get a lot of, you'll get promotion. There are millions of people who tap into YouTube every single day. So you can get PR stuff for free from us. You can, whatever. If you're a good dude, a lot of stuff can happen for you. And
God damn. Sorry.
I appreciate all reactors and people who are willing to try the products. It also costs $4,000 per batch. Yeah, I can understand. There are a lot of different factors that go into it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But if you, anyway.
Your profit margin really isn't.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, what is your profit margin like?
It's not extreme. Because I just did some quick calculations. I would assume you have to pay for the bottles too. So
you're a network administrator for a big company, so I've been keeping the company open with myself. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the social aspect, that's what you really need. That's the stuff that social media and influencers like us can do for you, is to really push the company. I'm really active on Twitter more than most of us are. I'm probably the most active on Twitter and Instagram. And those are other social media outlets that you really need to be active in to get your products out there. And, and the other thing, like, once you start getting more, your product gets more and gets pushed, like doing ads and promotional work on Instagram and is really going to get you Instagram, Twitter, here on YouTube. That's really going to get your product out there. But then you really have to look at investing into a bigger kitchen to get more products out. And then you can look at bigger contracts. I really think your product in a commissary would be in a contract with the commissary would be like a huge, or with AAFES would be a huge break for you. That's a market that you could hinge on that a lot of people wouldn't be able to get. you know, because of your military standing. That is a little ridiculous. $15. Although you are more of a boutique hot sauce than say Tabasco, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like you would be able to charge a little bit more, maybe $12 a bottle as opposed to 15.
Yeah, definitely. Like I'm gonna push you as hard as I can. I'm going to try to think of as many creative ways to push the product out there and get as many eyes on the product as we can, because I've seen you in the community. You support a lot of different reactors and everything. And this is one small thing that we as reactors can turn around and do to pay it forward, give back to the community.
I do anything. My whole thing is vets helping vets. Like when I did leave or have to leave, when my career ended in the military, when my career ended, like I went back to graduate school and I became a therapist because we all know why. But like for me, veterans helping veterans, that's the only way we're going to move forward. And so anything to help federal veterans, and everybody knows that about me. Everybody knows that. So like it's twofold. Like I'm all for helping good people, and for me it's like anything I can do to help fellow veterans. So basically you make about $3.75. Okay. To us, it's just about a good product. Pretty much everyone says we ruin normal hot sauce.
But that's a good thing. You want to ruin normal hot sauce, Mike. You want people to be like, I want hot sauce. They go to the fucking store, they pick up this little piece of shit, and they're just like, it's not the same. And so they're coming back to you. They're like, hey.
Oh, well, keep trying. Like First We Feast, you should have your hot sauce, at least one of your hot sauces on there. That was one of my suggestions I was going to say to you is, have you tried to submit to First to Feast? I watch that all the time. And I don't know if they've put out videos since COVID, but definitely I would try to get your house. Do you watch that at all, Mad Hatter?
I haven't. I've like seen, I've seen it on there. I've never watched it. Like I've seen it like scrolling through Facebook or whatever. I'll watch it pop, or I'll see it pop up. Namson, if you love hot sauce, I got a hot sauce that you might like. 3 of them. I even got a discount code. You can save 20% and help a company stay in business.
He's been here the whole time, dude. He's heard the infomercial. He's been here the whole fucking time.
Listen, I can sell water to a goldfish. Sometimes you have to tell the goldfish several times to buy the water, but it'll happen.
I'm still eating my dry cereal from this morning.
I upgraded the chicken.
Oh, I want some KFC. All right, Jackson, you need to lay down and go to sleep, dude. It's late.
We also have more recipes ready. Probably the best salsa verde on the planet from what people have tried it. And a Reaper sauce that is fire, but it costs about $7,000 to get the recipe certified. Holy shit.
Wow. What the fuck? Someone just tried to
Are you
break
okay?
in my car. What? With you in it? What the fuck? What's going on?
Like fucking dry.
Oh, you're in your house. Did your car alarm go off? What the hell? Call the cops, man. Call the cops.
I don't know what the gun laws are in Canada, but walk out and throw a fucking rock or something.
Throw a rock. Stay in your house and call the cops. You're gonna tell her to go out there with a car thief? What's the matter with you? That's how women get killed.
Make sure it's a big enough rock. Knock the motherfucker out.
Erlen.
You got the whole Hatter family worried about you, Dee Dee.
I wouldn't do that. I'd go up to my gun safe and grab my fucking 9mm and go out there and put a cap in someone's ass. They tried to break into my car.
Oh, okay. In New York, that's I don't know the laws in Ontario. Like, I don't want to tell her to grab a gun and go outside if it's not okay for her to.
It's not okay for me to do that in New York. I'm just telling you that's what I would do.
Yes, it is. You have the right to protect your property.
That's true. That's true. It is true.
Mm-hmm.
Not in New York City, though. You're not allowed to own a weapon in New York City.
Hairspray and a lighter. They will run. B-Man's making his own Molotov cocktails. Dee Dee, it sounded like you had young kids. They got that Axe body spray. That shit goes further than hairspray.
Did you just tell her to get a 50 cal? Do you know how big a 50 cal is? You can't carry a 50 cal. You mount a 50 cal to a fucking Humvee. You don't carry a 50 cal around. What the hell? B-Mad's got some like crazy. Oh no, that was Erland.
Yeah, that was Erland. I look at it this way, Mike.
What are they doing
No
in
matter
the-
what you do, if you're protecting yourself, you're going to face some kind of consequence. Like, and if it comes down to the point where I feel that I need to protect myself, then that's what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to sit there and go for a warning shot because sometimes you only get one shot.
Exactly, Mike.
But
in New York, you wouldn't do that either. That's how women get killed. You stay in your house and you call the cops. You don't go out there where someone's breaking in your car.
where are the StreamYard links? Oh, Namson's going to hop up in here. I switched it out for the
It's right at the top.
no, it's the Tactical Tacos link now.
Oh shit! It's right there. He just put it
Be
down.
judged by 12, not carried by 6. 100% facts, Mike.
I'm just saying, like, I'm an expert marksman, and I just go out there with my fucking 9mm.
Desert Eagle 50 cal is a hand cannon. It doesn't use the MG 50 cal rounds.
The fuck? Can we not talk about a 50 cal? All you need is like, you could go out there with a fucking BB gun, like, but don't do it. Like, we're talking about preserving her life, you know, like.
I really hope she's okay.
Yeah, like
obviously she's dealing with some
we
shit.
shouldn't
So
we shouldn't be joking. We shouldn't be joking around about this shit. She should stay in her house and call the police. That is the best advice to give her. She doesn't go out there and throw a rock. She doesn't go out there with a weapon. She doesn't do any of that shit. She stays in her house and she calls the police. Don't give her bad advice, people. It's not funny. I'm sorry. I'm being dead ass serious about this. Being in law enforcement for 22 fucking years. You don't do fucking crazy shit that's gonna get you killed. Jonathan.
All right. Namson, did you see the link or do I need to drop it again?
No, you're too late, Mama. Mommy put them away. What are you doing anyway? Were you sleeping?
Oh, there we go.
Sleeping, maybe? Yeah.
Corona Nampy. What is good? You're muted.
You're muted, dude.
What's
There you go.
poppin', y'all?
There you go.
Man, Corona sucks.
It does. Are you breathing okay?
Yes and no. Like, I'll be totally fine, but then if I get up and like walk 10 feet away, I'm like, whoa, I'm winded as fuck, y'all.
Come get it. You want to say hi to everybody? Say hi.
What up, Mama?
Show everybody how cute you are. Say I'm awful cute. I'm so handsome. Say I'm so handsome. I'm so handsome.
The baby.
What a cute.
Yeah.
But real talk on the talk of like pistols and everything. Home Defense recommends that y'all use 22 caliber for home defense, specifically due to muzzle flash inside and everything for home invaders. Other than that, 9mm.
I have a
in
9mm. Yeah.
Yeah. In Canada, I know they're a little more finicky with that. So, like what she said, call the cops. It's legal to own pepper spray, so make sure you have that. Certain tasers are available too. Just make sure you're properly prepared in case.
And
you
have
need
a
to be.
dog.
And have a fucking
Single
dog.
women. The number one form of defense for single women, dogs. Own dogs. Like this. Own a dog that looks like this.
Yeah,
Huh.
you own a pit bull, no one coming near you, dog.
Own a dog that looks like this, man.
I have a pit bull, and like sometimes I'm afraid of other people with pit bulls, because like the thing with pit bulls is you don't know how that person brought that pit bull up. So
Right.
just
Ah,
as like a
baby.
psychological
Ah, baby.
mind note, you typically avoid.
You just want to mind fuck them with your dog, you
Ooh.
know?
to.
That's all. Get the. I mean, he's handsome and he's actually a big fucking baby, but he looks mean when he fucking barks.
That's how my dog is.
He
My
looks
dog is-
mean as fuck, man. And when he's like I tell people like he like poses like he's a model, but when he poses, he looks fucking mean as fuck, man. Huh, baby. But you're just. And then I have a beagle. That's just like fucking. He's a beagle. What do you do? And beagles bark too. So I have two dogs that bark, and one of them that actually lunges at the door and looks like a fucking monster. People don't come in my house. Aw, the puppies.
This dog right here.
Oh, the puppies.
130-pound wolf, and he looks like it. But if you can see on the collar here, it's
Yeah.
baby.
Baby.
He's just a big old fucking baby.
That's the way Bama is. Bama's a big baby. He weighs 100 pounds, but he's just a big baby, aren't you? You got a big block head, though. Your
What's up,
head's fucking
Ashley?
Bigger than everybody. Hey, Ashley. I missed you today, hon.
Thank you for stopping in, Ashley. Appreciate it. Just kind of a bullshit session. We don't really have anything going on or anything planned. We're just coming talking about different stuff.
We're talking about puppies right now.
Yep.
Ashley's got cats. I have a lot of
What are you,
people in my
fucking weird or
streams who have
something?
cats. Yeah, I'm like, everybody knows I don't like cats, but I have a lot of cat people in my.
Listen, you want to know what's like miserable to try to do? Miss Hatter goes to work during the day, so I'll sit here and I'm doing my reactions, and her cat climbs up in my lap,
I can't live with cats, man.
and then it like tries going after my hoodie strings. And
Oh, she called the cops. Dee Dee called the cops. Yay!
Shit.
Good.
stay inside till they get there. Only protect yourself if absolutely necessary.
Sorry,
Absolutely.
dealing with harsh stuff. Shit got real around here. LOL, good to see y'all. Just glad to be around people. Oh, Ashley. Well, I hope you're doing okay, hon.
Same here. We will definitely keep you in our thoughts, prayers, and positive vibes your way.
did you
Whatever
say?
everybody here does.
Menace says he has a German Shepherd pit mix.
Mhm.
That's the way to go. I had a Chow pit mix. Like she's passed on now, but she was a bad looking bitch too. She was a short haired, so like she was the red color of a Chow, and she had the pretty eyes, like with the eyeliner, like she had the teddy bear face. But her body, like her chest was massive, like her body was that of a pit, and she had a pit attitude. But she was beautiful. I like
Ashley
her.
says, "I don't have cats." Lindsay has a cat now.
"Oh, that's
Lin-
right."
Lindsay's the one that goes out and
Yeah.
walks her cat, isn't it?
Yeah, she is. She goes out and
Okay.
walks the cat on a leash.
See, that's
It's
based.
ridiculous,
That's
man.
fucking dope. if you have a cat that behaves like a dog, that's a dog, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Just get stitches, laughing my fucking ass off.
You're gonna get cussed out for this one. Snitches get stitches. You talking to Dee Dee? Come on, man. Y'all trust cops? I wish I
would-
could, but not ever will that happen again. I don't know what your problem is or what you did to not trust cops, but
Oh,
you
Hang-
can't rejoin. How come?
hang on a second. You should be
You
able to
should
read.
be able to. Oh, I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead. Go ahead and try again. I took off my screen share. Go ahead and try again because we had 4 people on here before. I'm a broke bitch, so I can't afford the premium version.
I thought you've had more than 4 people on here before.
Well, I was also paying for the premium version before to where it allowed you to have up to like 9 people.
Oh, okay.
But when everything got hacked, I lost everything. I lost my bank accounts and everything. So I'm still trying to rebuild those up on top of.
But I think you're allowed 4 on the basic version, aren't you?
I think so too.
Well, you had 4 here before. It was-
Yeah. Well, I
Oh,
also
so
had a
it's
screen share up, so it might have told her there was no room.
Oh, I gotcha.
But I took the screen share off, so we should be good.
Mike Ross says his purebred husky got out and bred with a damn horse or something.
Nico says, so we got the Hatter, R2D2, and the older sis that rocks. What time portal did I enter? What up, Nico?
I missed you this morning, Nico. You said you were on a plane. That's why you didn't make my stream. I forgive you.
Bullies again around my child, but I'm taking care of business. Love y'all, and again, glad y'all are here. Also, Hatter, good to you. You didn't give up, man. Hey, I
Yeah,
appreciate that,
exactly.
Ashley. And
That's what I told him this morning.
I'm gonna say this one time for everybody: fuck bullies. If your kid's being a bully, step up and teach them a lesson. That's all I'm gonna
Exactly.
say.
That's what I
All I'm
told
gonna
my boys growing up. I said, if they came home and someone was picking on them, I was like, if someone's hitting you or someone hits you, you fucking hit them back. And if you get in trouble for it, you're not going to get in trouble for it here at home.
Exactly.
So don't worry about it. Don't let anyone bully you. That's not going to happen.
Like the school district here, we've had the kids come home and say, like, my stomach hurts because I had to hold. They wouldn't let me go to the bathroom. It's like, go to the bathroom. If you get in trouble,
shit on the ground, yo.
We will deal with it here.
Let them say something.
Right?
I told my kids, you will never get in trouble here at home for sticking up for yourself. If they tell you at school you're in trouble, I will take care of it with your principal, your teacher, whatever. But you will never get in trouble. I said, don't be a bully, but you'll never get in trouble here at home for sticking up for yourself. That won't happen.
I have an 11-year-old, right? And he's a black belt in martial arts. And he was getting bullied there for a while and he just let it happen because he's like, Mom, I'm a walking weapon. If I defend myself, I can like literally hurt this person, put them in the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're also taught, like, my son was also in martial arts, and you're taught defensive moves. You can do defensive moves.
Absolutely. But the fact that the school knows, because this whole town knows everybody, right?
Right.
So the fact that the school knew of his skill, the moment that he did, he finally had enough, and he put this kid down. He's like, "You're an ass." We put this kid down. He got suspended. My son did. But when he got home, I took him out and I got him a pizza.
There
and
you
I got
go.
him an ice cream.
It's like Menace just said, don't start shit, but don't take shit. You know,
That's right.
I have a catchphrase, and I want you to teach your son this catchphrase. So the next time he's getting bullied, I want him to say this to the person that's bullying him. He's a registered black belt. Well, I don't want to teach an 11-year-old how to say that. You might already know how to say it, but that's not my place to say. But play stupid games, win stupid prizes. What kind of a stupid prize do you want to win today?
Oh my God, that's funny, Mike. He says the way Dippy just said that, it reminded me of "Throw It on the Ground" by Lonely Island. Some days you gotta.
My kid doesn't get bullied anymore. Like, we did switch schools or whatever, but like ever since then, no one even tried him. And that's the thing. It only took that one time.
You only have to defend yourself once. You only have to do it once, and then people don't mess with you anymore. You know,
exactly.
I was bullied a lot growing up, but that's because I had new kids syndrome. My mom, I never spent any longer than 1 year in any school growing up. And so I was constantly had to do the new kids syndrome every time, throughout school.
Yeah.
And and I had a little sister I had to protect because she always ran her fucking mouth and got herself in trouble. So it was like she never knew when to shut up. And so it was like I always had to do it for me and for her. It's like, Jesus, shut your fucking mouth. But she wouldn't. Hey, Bullet, how you doing, dude? I feel like I'm in my stream. It's like
No, but like
all these people.
When I was in high school, I still kind of am because I really don't have any friends in real life. But like I was always the loner. I always kept to myself. I always I sat by myself at lunch and whatever. And this one kid kept fucking with me. And it's like, fine, you want to meet after school? We'll meet after school. We'll go across the street. Everyone told him I had a glass jaw. I was going to go down, whatever. So he comes out and he throws out a fucking haymaker. And he got me. He connected. But I came right fucking back and I clocked him. And he just kind of stood there and looked at me like, you were supposed to just fall down. You have a glass jaw. I was like, no, I don't. And I just started fucking swinging again.
Wailing.
So, Ashley, you have somebody in your apartment complex that bothers you like every day?
Let me fuck them up.
Damn. Such can't go into detail.
You can get there's a little thing called a protective order that you can go get.
That's just a fucking piece of paper on it. Like, I understand the basis.
Yeah, but what I'm
it's
saying
only a
is
piece
you
of
get it because then when you're fucking, she won't leave you alone. That's what you use as a basis for your harassment. Your harassment lawsuit when you fucking take that bitch to court. That's what I'm saying. People don't understand. They're like, oh, well, they don't mean anything. They don't mean anything. they do mean something because it's a paper trail that
Right.
that you have, so that when you take the bitch to court and you sue her for fucking $5,000 for fucking harassing your ass,
Mhm.
you have a paper trail. You have
get
police
paid.
reports. Exactly, you get paid. You have protective orders and you have police reports that show that fucking cunt was harassing you,
Cunt.
and then you get your payday. That's what they're
She's
for.
like so far deep in her rant that she didn't even realize that she's.
Mel.
Sorry, I'm good. I'll shut up.
No. I don't want you to shut up. Tell us how you really feel.
I'm good. I'm just saying, people say that shit doesn't matter. It does matter. It does matter. That's why
It does matter,
matters.
but it's like the way I see it is it's just a piece of paper. Like
It's
if
not an
someone's going to
immediate
sit there,
solution.
it's not going to stop someone. It's not going to prevent. It is a paper trail.
It's not going to stop them, but that's okay because you have your paper trail, so that when you
Right.
get your payday. If you don't ever do those things, then one day, somebody's going to get shot or killed or something's going to happen. You're not going to have your money.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you get that shit, you get that payday, get that shit.
All right, Menace. I've been harassing you and bullying you for like the last 4 months.
That's true. He
And
does
all
harass.
you do is say,
Man, look at that
"This track
forehead."
Number 14 on its way. Like, did they use your forehead to draw out this design for Mount Rushmore?
Nah,
The
see, he's
blueprints?
been writing the diss track on his own forehead, and he's just got so much space he doesn't want to release it until it's full.
You call that bullying?
I'm just trying to catch up in the comments.
I think
I'm
he's
sorry, I
asking
didn't-
for it there, Hatter. He's asking
didn't
for
mean-
it. He wants more.
Yes, and my daughter is on the spectrum. I know your daughter's on the spectrum, so she doesn't really understand what's happening. Oh, that's why she's bullying you? Oh, you
get
don't
fucked.
fucking
I
get my
would-
kids.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
I got something
Uh-uh.
to say about that.
we're-
I do have something to say about that.
That's not okay.
I'm not a mother of someone on the spectrum, so I can't really say much. But as a nurse, I can say this. They actually understand a lot more than you think.
Oh yeah.
A lot more. They're very highly intelligent in their own way, and it could be affecting her, and she does not know how to express that to you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
definitely.
And Mike says also a restraining order is a great.
So I really
self-defense
hope she's
thing.
okay, and I'm so sorry you're going through
If
that.
you have one
That's
against someone that
terrible.
enters you properly, it can
Yeah.
escalate to a use of force and be justified. Mike's right. Like, you have a protective order against someone. It's much more than just a piece of paper. It's grounds for so many different things. You have no idea. Like, it
Right.
gives you just cause for so many things. It's not just a piece of paper.
But
And I try to explain that to
simultaneously, you
pe-
don't want to put yourself in that position.
No, but what I'm saying is, people don't. I tried to explain that to people in so many different positions I've been in throughout my life. That it is so much more than just and she doesn't even have to know that you have it against her. But it's just so much. Just go get a temporary one if that, if you don't want to face her with it. But it's so much more than just a piece of paper. People just don't realize that. Like, it protects you from
No,
so much
Ashley,
more.
that's okay. You're good, girl. You're good. Sorry to interrupt you, Mel.
No,
What?
I'm fine. I'm done.
Chase.
Paper trail is a funny phrase, like it matters. It's always money talks and most villains walk. No, that's God. Why do people think like that?
Yeah. Honestly, like, our justice system prevails more often than not. It's like there are some ones that unfortunately do slip through the crack, but it is really important to make sure you have all your bases covered. Mel's totally right on that.
Mel's absolutely right, but Mel being in New York State, I know is 100% going to agree with me. Cuomo fucked New York State when he did his jail reform bill that he passed. We had a kid down here that literally posted pictures of assault rifles and said, "Don't go to school tomorrow." Kid got
Oh my
arrested
God.
and released same day. And he's going to, obviously the school suspended him. They expelled him. But what stops him from fucking still trying to go? Like, what is wrong with, there's so much shit in New York right now. Like, I could literally purposely try to run you over with a car and get less time than if you get picked up with a pound of marijuana, Namson. I'm dead ass serious. Ask Mel.
Oh, man.
Yes, I know. A pound is very
Sorry.
little compared to what you have in
well,
your storage, but
I was going to say, they'd lock me up for life, man.
they would. But
I'd
that's
never see the light of day.
Mel, am I wrong? You can literally purposely run someone over with a car and serve less time than if you get caught with a fucking pound of drugs on the street.
there's a lot of things fucked up about this state. Yeah, that's
New
true.
York fucking sucks.
But I don't know. I mean, it's just like I think people have to try. I mean, if you don't try to put some trust in the justice system, then nothing gets reformed. It takes record failures of the justice system if you're not going to get reform if you don't show the fuck ups. If you don't shine a light on the cracks, then they never get fixed. You know what I mean? So,
Amen.
You're 100% right. But I can see why some people like have that not wanting to have faith in the justice system.
I understand that.
In my opinion, that kid should be sitting behind fucking bars. That's a terrorist.
There's a lot of people that should be behind bars that aren't.
100%.
That is a fucking federal felony.
It's not a joke at that point. That's a fucking threat.
Yeah. And like that kid should be sitting behind bars. He should not have been released on his own recognizances to appear in family court. This kid was 15 years old. I'm sorry, you're old enough to be tried as an adult at that point. You don't go to family court. You go to fucking big boy court.
A couple years ago, there was it was the Supreme Court that passed on laws regarding juveniles being tried as adults, and what could and couldn't be done, because there were for years juveniles were getting tried as adults and were getting sentenced to life without parole, stuff like that. And so there was big reform done as far as juveniles being tried as adults. And it was basically the Supreme Court came down and said that it was unconstitutional for juveniles to be given life without the possibility of parole, or to be given life at all. And this is like juveniles who had killed people and shit like that. And so every juvenile in the justice system, and now they had probably been in jail for 25, 30 years. They were grown men now, or women. They were given either new trials or new sentencing hearings. And they were given they were either released right out with time served, or they were paroled out, because, or some of them, in some cases, depending on what their crime was, they were given life again.
Right.
But they had to be given new sentences, because originally they were juveniles given life without possibility of parole. So I can't really blame that on New York or the states at all. It was a Supreme Court decision. But yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't want to get into what my beliefs are as far as, sentencing and the death penalty and all of that, and are people evil and are they not inherently evil and all of that, because that just goes into a whole nother rant. But I'm just saying that our country in general is not, as far as the state laws and the federal laws, are not always congruent with each other. They're all it's all fucked up everywhere. And you could see that with the way it was all handled, the coronavirus thing. Because the federal government didn't put it down and say, okay, as a country, we're going to handle the virus, quarantining and everything this way, because the federal government decided to pass the buck off to the states. You can see how fucked up all the quarantining was, and how many people died as a result of that. I think many more people died than should have, because there wasn't just one blanket law across the land as to how we should have handled it. That's my opinion anyway.
Right.
And I think the justice system is the same way. Yeah. Because
sorry to interrupt. Mike, is that a compliment or is that a diss? I just need to know.
Oh, fun. Dee, what is it? Dee, you look a bit like Michaela Peterson in that pic. What's funny, Dee, is your voice fits that picture so well. I think it's kind of funny. So if you look like that picture, your voice fits your picture.
That's how I always look.
That's how you. Jay from the Redneck Riviera. Complaining does nothing. Be the change you want to see. That's exactly what I said. You have to shine lights on the cracks.
Yep, 100%, Jay.
Thank you, Mike. If it's a compliment, appreciate it.
No, it's a compliment completely.
Good parents typically don't create criminals, true, but if they go astray, the law is there to create the respect for society that the parents didn't. I agree with Mike. Yeah.
There is a big problem with that, though. You can't look at fucking kids nowadays without them saying, "Oh, I'm going to call CPS on you," or the schools being like, "Oh, well, how is your parenting skills at home?"
Well,
We didn't have none of this problem 40 years ago when we fucked up. We got our asses whooped.
Yeah.
you can't tell me we didn't have juveniles that weren't out of control 30 years ago. We did. I mean,
Not
but
to
yes,
the extent we have today.
what I'm trying to say is that the generation today is self-entitled and they have no social skills because they spend their entire life communicating
lost-
through screens and shit.
They lost all their social skills eating Tide Pods.
Eating Tide Pods.
Man, Tide Pods. I remember that shit. That was my
just
height of
assistant
streaming when the
there.
fucking kids were eating Tide Pods. They'd come into my chat. They're like, "Yo, just ripped up some Tide Pods. Send them down the hatch." I'm like, "You're gonna fucking kill yourself, you retard."
I don't. When did Tide Pods become a thing? I missed
was
that
like
whole Tide Pod thing.
2017. Kids were
Oh, I
just
was gonna
throwing
say
them
this
down
was
the
back in
hatch.
26, like right after they came out. Like kids started eating them and shit, and then I kept seeing all these memes. They're like, "Oh,
So
kids are
my
eating
kids were eating Tide Pods, and I didn't even know about it.
It's, if you bought them, it's definitely possible.
I did. That's what I
It-
use. Is
it
Tide
was a-
Pods.
You had
It was a
any
big
missing.
trend for a while, but there was this
Oh,
thing
so I
saying
totally missed out on that. Then my kids were
these
eating
kids are
Tide
eating
Pods.
Tide Pods. Wait till they see there's cotton candy in the attic, talking about the insulation.
No.
I do
And we
agree with
lost
you, Mike,
that,
as
so-
far as the justice system goes. I'm sorry, I'm reading back and
No, you're
I'm
good.
reading back and
Oh my god.
This is all created by the same
I
bill
don't-
creating a father figure
Oh,
out of the
fucking
government. I agree, Mike.
he's making a lot. He and I have a lot of similar beliefs on the justice system. Generalizing a feeling about an entire group of people is always bad. It doesn't matter if it's a race, job, or religion. Exactly.
Yep, facts.
Exactly.
Amen.
Exactly.
See, that's the biggest problem is like people are trying to sit there and find a focal point to place blame. It doesn't matter who you are or what you are. If you're a shitty person, you're a shitty person.
Amen.
It doesn't
Mhm.
matter what the color of your skin is. It doesn't matter who you worship. It doesn't matter what you
That's
believe
true.
in. If you're
That's
a
true.
shitty person, you're a shitty person. If you're a good person with a good heart, you're a good person with a good heart. It doesn't
Yep.
matter that I have to fill out that I'm Caucasian when I go to the DMV. It doesn't matter that some people have to put out or check African American when they go to the
Pack
DMV.
your bags,
Like-
boy.
So this is gonna sound a little controversial here, but I'm a firm believer that racism is not exactly what people think. I mean, it still exists, obviously. I'm not, ignorant to the fact that it's out there. There are some racist motherfuckers. But I think where we're at in today's standpoint is more of a classist kind of.
Oh, exactly.
It's-
Everyone's trying to separate everybody into their own separate categories, or
Exactly.
like it's almost like they're trying to put us in our own little bins. Like, oh well, here's the people that follow the rules. Here's the Caucasians that don't follow the rules.
Right.
Here's the blah blah blah. That, and it's just like, why? Like, why do we
put
have
a
to be
label on
labeled?
things? Yep, exactly.
Why do
I'm
I need a
gonna-
fucking label to be me?
Okay,
Why can't I
I'm
just
going
be the hat?
to. I'm going to.
Uh-oh.
I'm just going to say, for the most part, I agree.
Mhm.
Because, however, okay, because I think it's a generational thing. So I think for the most
Oh
part,
yeah.
with the younger generation that's coming up, I think it's definitely because they have more of a worldview. And I know even in my generation, I'm Gen X. So I think my generation, for the most part, and the area that I grew up in and stuff like that, I definitely grew up not racist. People around me weren't racist. My family definitely is not racist, but I think and I brought up the next generation. My kids are not in any way, and my grandchildren aren't in any way. However, I think my parents' generation, who is still here, and my parents are of the baby boomer generation, I think that it is still there.
Yeah.
But I want to say this, like,
They're a dying
there is
breed.
there are still people that still racist. If you look at what racist is, it's still very much like a I don't want to mix my race with your race. Like they don't want to see interracial marriages. They don't want to see interracial, you know, the mixing of races. And
Right.
it's like pretty much like I don't have a problem being friends with you. I don't have a problem with us hanging out. I don't have a problem with your family and my family. You know, I don't have a problem with you being my friend and everything, but I don't want your daughter marrying my son. And I think that idea, like I didn't grow up around that, but I know people like that, you know? And so I think, where's that coming from?
I'm not 100% sure.
But I think that exists in certain areas of the United States, certainly, and I know it exists in certain parts of the world. And I think that exists in everywhere. I think that exists in every race. You know what I mean? And I've seen it in every race. I was
my family growing up, it was never like that. I grew up in a street full of Guyanese people, Black people, Chinese people, and everyone was and different couples of different races. It was wonderful growing up like that, seeing that, you know.
It was like that. It was like that for me as well.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm bringing this up is I was dating a Black guy when I was in college, right? He was very hesitant about bringing me home. I was right. I'm from the Northeast. I'm from Boston. I was going to college down in North Carolina. He was very hesitant about bringing me home to meet his family. He finally did it. His sister hated me. Didn't want me in the house. Nowhere. It was because I was white. No one in his family wanted me with him. It was like I was taking like an educated Black man away from the possibility of him being with a Black woman. It was horrible. Like, it's like, why are all the white girls taking all our educated Black men? That was a very firm belief in his family and his culture. They didn't want it. You know, I could have been anyone.
Right.
But because I was white, they didn't want me anywhere near him or their family. I've seen that in white culture as well.
That's too bad.
People don't realize it happens on both sides.
It does happen on both sides. But so I'm just saying there are beliefs out there that are still very much like that. Like they don't mind being your people don't, and it happens with whites. It happens now. I'm Sicilian. Like you're Greek. I'm Sicilian, and in the Sicilian, like I've been to see my family in Sicily and stuff like that. And there's a belief that in Sicily, they don't even want some of my family in Sicily. They don't even want you to marry an Italian on the continent of Italy because it's you couldn't even call my grandfather Italian growing up because he'd flip out. No, we're Sicilian.
My grandparents kind of broke the rules. So like our family is a little bit different. So Macedonians and Greeks, they never mixed. Right.
I know that.
So growing up, the story is that my grandmother was arranged to another man and my grandfather was arranged to another woman, but they met through mutual friends and it was completely forbidden. But my great grandmother is Egyptian and married a Greek man, which is also very forbidden. So what he did is he found out that my grandparents were in love, sending each other messages, like letters. So they changed it. My great grandfather and grandmother arranged my grandmother to marry my grandfather, but they didn't know that. So my grandmother was at the altar, like she was dreading until she saw it was my grandfather. And it was like the most surreal thing. And they were madly loved up until this day, but they broke that. So my family, there's a lot of people in my family who marry like Filipinos and Black people and all kinds of mixes in our family. It's wonderful.
That's the way my family is. I tell people all the time, like my family is like a Benetton commercial. It's all mixed up. Like we have all different shades, all different, like, because my family has married everyone. And it was my grandparents that did that. They kind of like broke the mold, and plus they adopted a bunch of kids from here and there. And like, so yeah, we have all shades, colors, creed, doesn't matter. And I'm glad they did that because then they were able to raise a family that is absent of any type of color definition and everything. You know what I mean? But
exactly.
To speak on what we were speaking on, I do agree that the next generation coming up, I don't think racism is as much of a thing. It is more about class, and it is more about the systematic type of classism and injustices that are out there. I don't think it's as much personal. However, we do have to get over this hump of the older generation and these institutionalized things that they've put in place that have to be removed. You know.
All right, guys. I do apologize. I lost track of time. I got to get the kids run home. So I got to go ahead and cut this short. I appreciate everybody that hopped in. Absolutely. You guys are always welcome. Namson knows he's always welcome. You know, Corona Namson.
Sorry, we kind of ran off with the topic.
No, it's good. Like, I enjoy having these sit down sessions where we can just talk and like get shit off our chest, because as humans, that's what we need to do, is like we can have conversations. And even though my opinion differs from like pretty much everybody else's here, even in a slight bit, we can all still at the end of the day be friends at the end of this and know that we have different opinions, but we're grown enough to talk about it.
Right.
And we're not like these fucking, you know, new generation of, oh, you have a different opinion than me. You know, you're canceled.
Oh God, brother.
Cancel culture. But thank you, everybody.
It was so nice to meet you, Mike. And I will be. Oh, hey, Scott. I didn't even see you come in.
Well, again, thank you, Hatter. I appreciate it. Hopefully I can do this again with you soon.
Oh,
good night,
everybody. You're welcome anytime. Really quick before I go, if anybody's interested, you got the Tactical Tacos link. It's the pinned link. Use code Hatter20. You save 20% off on anything that you order. Let's try to get that goal to where I have to get shaved bald on live stream. And yeah, thank you guys for stopping in. This is the Mad Hatter signing out. Until next time, Hatters, take care of yourself
night, everyone.
And each other. As always, we will see you in the next stream. Have a good night, everybody.
Ciao.
Thanks for letting